I just realized I forgot my drink, so beer.
This is how every
Everyone
D&D
needs to get a
session
drink.
starts.
But no, Viking, it wasn't a teacup. It was a glass.
You drink tea from a glass?
Yeah. We don't have teacups here. They're too expensive. Look.
You can get 3 teacups for the price of 1 gun in Texas.
Well, more like the other way around, but yeah, sure, let's go with that. Oh, I can move the map around. Cool, it's just really super fucking awkward. What I have to do is I have to use 2 fingers to move it around. That doesn't shrink it or enlarge it, that's how you move it.
Because that's right-click.
Yeah,
That's right-clicking in phone speak.
Yeah, if I just use 1, it makes a drag box.
Ooh.
Yeah, because 1 finger is left-clicking, 2 fingers is right-clicking.
They make things worse.
How did you not know that, Sarpin?
Because I normally don't use my phone for internet stuff unless it's to search something on Google.
Oh shit! I didn't write any notes last time. Wait.
We killed 2 Nemean lions, and we've taken their pelts, and we're heading towards the. We're heading to the
Nemean?
Dire.
Yeah, Nemean lions.
Lycian lions. Is
Dire
this
lions.
we talk about how Magnus?
No, we obviously we killed Nemean lions to save the tree at camp. We have to say grace.
Not gonna happen.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe I haven't done the last 2 because I haven't put anything about killing Mr. Headley. The last one was me going. Mr. Headley stuck up Pompous ass, gathers up a bunch of mercenary.
Admittedly, the killing Mr. Headley one was an awful lot of me just writing stuff like, "Why are these people so stupid? We're all running away."
Okay,
God,
what was
why
the
did
answer, smart one? What should we have done?
No, that was in reference to the point where we'd killed him, and then people were sticking around to burgle the place.
Wait a second, Felon. So you're telling me you haven't written any notes since you got the amulet?
That's maybe why.
Oh,
He's
fuck.
possessed. Kill him.
I was
Remember,
going
you
to
put that
ask
amulet on, Belly.
how
I gave you
long
that
was
amulet, and you betrayed us. How could you?
how long was the journey from Nyball back to
It was
Sandpoint?
like 3 days there, so I imagine about 3 days back.
Yeah,
3 days back. Yeah.
Is it?
One
I meant to ask.
You're
is
about
it,
a day
would it
out when you encountered the lions.
Would it be possible if I could identify the amulet as we're on the way? So you know it gives me.
I mean,
something
if Belhan takes it off and
figure out.
gives you,
Oh, don't
gives
worry.
it to you,
He'll
yeah.
take it off.
He may actually do that because I could ask him politely.
But you guys don't even know I have it on.
We know that you have it.
You asked Serena for it. You asked
I
Serena for it. They know you have it.
Okay, they asked Serena about it.
I was gonna say we left it in your possession, didn't we?
No,
No,
that's my possession. You left it on the ground, and I picked it back up and put it in my bag.
So shall we?
There was a moment of But yeah, no.
So we're what about there when the encounter happened?
That's more than a day out.
We're at
About there-ish.
about a third of the way.
I can't ping.
How many more lions have we got to meet here? We're going to be halfway, and there's going to be 15 pelts.
I mean, we killed 2, and that was a day. So working on that basis, another 4.
The 2 of them have also been skinned.
This is true. We were going to take the bodies as well, but apparently we had to take the body of the dead guard back.
Let's actually be respectful.
Yeah.
We're not assholes, really.
Says the person who stabbed a guy in the fucking chest and then goes, "Please help me make it quick."
How does that make me an asshole?
No, but that was planned. That's perfectly fine. It's like we're not all of us are the kind of asshole that sets fire to a bloke's cloak who happens to be trying to make some distance and run off. Oh no! Wait, there is one of us that did that. Yep.
I would like to point out, Serena drew her weapon on him before I did that.
Semantics, details. You're the one who still set him on fire.
I mean,
Your point being,
you got to bear in mind where I grew up. I grew up fairly close to Liverpool. If you're used to drawing weapons on people all the time, it's if you actually use them that you're not.
God dang it!
it is. My notes are just literally one line for the last 2 sessions because I'm remembering what I did.
I mean, it's almost like I stream
I did
all
this.
of these.
It's
Yeah,
almost like I don't have time.
But then you've got to watch it back and listen to all the insane babble that you come out with,
It's
Viking.
not just
and, like,
me, fuckwit.
If there was a filter...
Well, no, here's Viking. Do you save the VODs?
Yes, they're all on my YouTube.
Yeah, you upload them to YouTube.
Wait, Viking, though.
There was a day the other week
Oh,
where,
wait, don't you mean the ones
that uploaded at once?
Don't you mean the ones that got a copyright claim?
That has all been
something else?
removed,
Copyright
motherfucker.
claims?
I've sorted that out with David.
Wait, which ones got copyright
All of
claims?
them, because the music
All
I was
of them.
using, the filter was going, this doesn't belong to you, and it's like, I know, but I asked the bloke if I could use it, and he said yes. Mm.
Did you credit him?
Yeah, I've emailed him and sorted it all out with him.
Oh, you are an affiliate.
The autoclaim. Yeah, the bots
I've been an affiliate for
autoclaim
over a
is
year.
And?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I was like, oh, okay, I know you're also affiliate. You know?
Shall we continue shit talking for the next 3 hours? Which is gonna happen anyway.
I mean, I could easily shit talk. I mean, if you're talking about a year of being affiliate, now come on.
Oh, hey, Red.
Yes.
I fucked up on one of the character sheets and I made it an NPC on accident. Is there a way to fix that?
Yes.
How did you?
Yeah, just go back into go back.
There's
into
no
the
option.
settings of that.
There
is.
There's no option for it.
It's in
Where?
there. Let me attempt to get back into Discord, and I can Discord.
Roll 20.
Roll 20, and I can tell you exactly how to do it.
You're already in Discord, Bellin.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, hold on. I have to open up my own character sheet, because I can change that. Oh God, right, this is Pathfinder. It should be a setting.
I haven't seen. Bella, trust me, I've been looking. It's U-Hole.
U-Hole?
I didn't name this character. I did not name this character.
You know what? I would if this was 5th edition. I don't know with this Pathfinder character sheet. Sorry, I was like, I know this. Oh right, we're playing Pathfinder.
All right,
Done.
bully.
Shall we begin?
It got rid of all your data on them though, so you're gonna have to do it all again.
There was nothing on him anyways. It's fine.
Okay. So then, shall we begin?
Yeah, sure.
Suddenly, the rain has stopped. If only that would happen.
Nope, rain's still going.
No, it's still going.
Still going. You're just deaf.
Possibly.
It's still going. You're just deaf.
Quite possibly.
Session 12. 25 days.
Wait, what? 25 days? Oh shit, is that how long we have left on
25
that
days
contract?
later, the infection still spreads. There are no survivors.
We don't know about your clap here.
So then,
So,
when we last left off, you had talked to the mayor, somehow managed to get both sets of rewards that I had gotten for you guys, and then left the town and headed back to Sandpoint. Counted a couple lions on the way back, you killed them, skinned them, and at this point, you have made it back to Sandpoint.
Yay, no more encounters.
Oh, is it possible that Erland's managed to identify the amulet over the course? Oh god, the map change.
Suddenly I'm looking at a dock. Hang on.
Over the course of the days, or not? Why do I have 2 more characters up here?
Yeah, I have one as well.
Those are the those are the old ones. I may not have touched this map in a while, so yeah.
oh, good.
Oh, we're
Before my
multiplying.
lovely tokens.
Oh, look, hey,
Two
that's,
Ezras.
No!
I was gonna say that's Ezra's dream. Is he's inside himself?
Oh god.
Yeah, give me a second.
My dream is being inside everyone else.
There's going to be a map that Red moves us to at one point. It's just a picture of you. Like, oh god, no! The horrifying night at the tavern.
Everyone just wakes up the following. That's going to be the Halloween episode this year. Everyone just wakes up at the end of the session. I had a terrible nightmare.
All right, you do manage to identify. Just yeah, don't worry about how much it says or anything like that. It's just the effect.
Red, Cybran's figured out how to clone himself now, as well as escape the universe.
Wait, what? Go away.
What happens when we come into town?
We get paid, I hope.
Do we go anywhere? Does he bring us anywhere specifically? Just asking for wherever.
No.
What's that look like?
Stops.
Is everyone dead?
I was just going to say, what's the day that there's no one left alive?
Sandpoint is just a desolate wasteland. Corpses litter the streets. Goblins rule.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
I'll hand the amulet back to Bellin.
Okay.
Wait, you hand.
Well, I was just going to say, over the course of the travelling over here, we said before, like, Erlen was wanting to identify it for you over the course of.
Oh, yeah. Then I was gonna. I wasn't actually. I didn't hear that part. All I heard was you were gonna talk to him about it, and I thought it was gonna be a roleplay thing. But yeah, no. He would let you see it and let you kind of identify it, and he would tell you a little.
Well, that's good considering I've done it.
What I was specifically gonna say was he was also gonna tell you a little bit about what he kind of comes to understand about it as well.
No.
So he ends up saying, when you grab it and you start doing your thing, he's like, when it was talking to me a lot. It's very, it was trapped in there. Do you this is just a random question. While you're doing this, do you know how to get a soul out of a stone like this? If there's
I would recommend not. That particular one.
Are they having this conversation while we're traveling still?
If we're still traveling, then.
Yeah, I would say we were traveling because I did want to roleplay us talking.
I would suggest against releasing it at all. This is a phylactery. Usually, the soul that's been stored inside of it is of a worker of these sort of magics. And usually it's someone attempting to try and attain lichdom, so releasing them tends to be a bit.
Okay.
He says, having pulled some reasoning out of his arse that he's not entirely sure his character knows. Just realise this. Never mind. Ignore everything I've said. Yes, go for it.
Okay.
You're good.
Well, yeah, I don't know how to do it anyway, but they seem pretty, helpful with, helping me out, and, they seem like we're gonna be able to, heal some people, so I'm happy with it.
I don't believe there's going to be any malicious effects from it, from what I can see poking it, looking at it.
Poking it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure if you were poking it, you'd feel the malicious effect.
Sorry? What else do you do when you're inspecting something?
You would certainly feel the malicious intent if you started poking it.
Ow! My face! Stop it! Stop!
I will end you!
Oh my god, hang on. Maybe if I could hold this and poke other people at the same time.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate you getting this, or kind of checking this for me. I appreciate it. To be honest, wasn't sure what. Yeah, so I appreciate it. Yeah. So, I take it and put it back on after he identifies it and such.
Who's playing fucking solitaire over there?
Wait, what?
I've just seen. Sorry, no, nothing.
Hmm.
And that's about it. Then I guess we can fast forward back to when we get to the town. Ooh, excuse me.
Would we be coming? Would we be coming into town fully rest, like after a long rest for the sake of it?
Yes,
or
it would be a long rest. Well, 2 technically, because it was 2 days worth of traveling.
Yeah,
And with the caravan at least having 1 guard, you guys could sleep for long enough to have a long rest.
He nearly fucking
So you're
died
fully
as
healed,
well, actually,
you've got full
didn't he?
potion, you've got full spells, that sort of thing.
Sweet. Go.
Both guards nearly fucking died.
Well, one
Yeah,
did.
but no, the other one almost fucking died too. He was at like 3 HP.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't well.
So then, you enter in through the northeastern gate. Caravan stops near the White Deer, right about where they started. And the caravan master, he just sort of like motions for you all after he steps off the carriage and his guard starts getting and his the other merchant starts getting stuff offloaded.
Thank you for this. Glad you were able to help us with the traveling.
Oh, thank you. Those lions were a frightening sort.
Indeed. All right. Kind of stretch me like so. Looking at everyone else, should we now get to go back to the mayor? Yeah.
Erland's busy tying both lion pelts to the sides of Jotunus like he's some sort of donkey. Well, I mean, I could do with getting rid of these first before they start, getting even more funky.
Well, his
right.
neck is playing a jaunty little tune.
I guess we can probably make some money off that. Yeah, let's find a place.
Wait, was it his neck or was it his muzzle?
Neck.
It's his neck because his whole head went forward.
Okay.
Oh god, now I'm just imagining just his muzzle.
It's like Slinky, but just with the nose.
Oh my god. What have you done, Cybern?
That's what I initially thought it was, to be honest.
That's the soundtrack to our caravan.
Oktoberfest accordion music. No, don't play.
Get another copyright claim going for you.
Damn it, Cybern. No.
It's not me. It's not me.
Oh god, it was too good for me to pass up. But yes, so there's occasional accordion noises coming from Jonas, which is causing a couple people to look over very strangely at him.
I'm gonna flip my hood over my face and try and cover up. I don't want to be seen with these people.
Don't you have a hood?
Look, don't ask questions.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Why or how? Like, of course she does.
That's fair. So then, where do you all want to go?
I think Erlen's gonna just say, do you want to sort of, I don't know, turn around towards the trader and say, if you want to settle up payment for escort, I need to get rid of these, and sort of like try and wander on down to the what was the name of the shop?
Which one? The apothecary?
There was a couple of them.
Yeah, I was going to try the apothecary to see if I could get anything for like bits of lion, and then possibly head to.
And rotted fox meat.
I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure I've just fired the foxes into the distance somewhere because they're a couple of days old now.
Held by the tail as a fucking hammer throw into the distance.
Fucking waste of meat.
No, it's not, because other animals will eat it. Goblins even.
Like, you got to bear in mind that like fox probably isn't a particularly good thing to eat because they tend to eat trash, and animals tend to take on a little bit of the flavor of whatever they're eating, which is why You know, you don't eat bottom-feeding fish because they're just fucking full of silt and soil.
Right. On that note, should we probably go and after you? Let's just all go and sell those pelts, then,
Erland is a fisherman as
or
well.
the actual whole thing.
Well, I can do that and then meet you back at the mayor's place if you want.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I guess then the rest of us should start going over to Megan's place then. Looking at the other two.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Let's sign off. All right, we'll
Well, I
meet you back
mean,
at the place.
there's
And if yeah.
are we not owed stuff from Mr. Caravan?
Well, yeah, because we helped him.
Oh.
That's what I mean. It's like if you guys settle that, I'll go and flog these while you're settling that, and then we should be able to, you know.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go. So, Mr. Merchant.
Yes.
What'd you school?
Mr. Merchant. Our caravan driver was Stephen Merchant. Oh, yeah, yeah. How can I help you?
Yeah, the Swans guy.
If I recall correctly, we were told we would have payment for helping the keeping the.
Don't recall him paying us for the first trip.
Keeping the caravan safe.
Promise of 60 gold each for escort and protection.
I'm sorry, I'm just listening to that in the background. I just went to the chicken dance.
Damn it.
Brain, why must you fail me?
As Erland and Jonas walk away, that's all we hear.
Oh, God. Yes. And he holds out a pouch. Wait, did you say 60 gold each?
That's what my notes
Yes.
said. But I think that was one way.
Could have swore I said 50 gold each.
Well, we split it in half, and it'll be 55 each.
Yeah, that'll do. Then he pulls out a pouch of coins, and he pulls out another one and drops some more coins from the second pouch into the first.
That should be a total of 220 gold for the entirety of us.
This is why we need to start including Jonas as somebody. So
well, if you made him a person, like
we
you
should
had
have been
planned.
275.
If you made him a
that's
person,
true.
it'd be way easier.
God damn it.
God damn.
But
yeah. So
he hands you that. Runic.
that's Runic and Jonas right now.
Alright then.
Stop making it so I can't think about what I'm saying.
I take the
Sorry.
I take the gold. And we will put that in. I go back over. I'm like, thank you. We'll hopefully, if we see each other again, we'll be able to help again. So, anyway, see you later. And I take the gold and I walk back to the other two. So, Serena.
What do you want?
And Ezra.
Yellow.
We got gold. Should we? I mean, we probably should wait to sort this out, but I mean, should we just put this all
I mean,
in
we
our,
can sort
like,
it out at
group
the
fund?
mayor's place.
Okay, afterward. Yeah,
Once
okay. Yeah, no, that
Yoland
makes
goes
sense.
back.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I mean, he might be able to flip those with us. I mean, that makes sense. And anyway, yeah, let's go to the mayor's. And I just start. I lead the way with like the gold in like my bag and be like, okay, let's just walking over to the mayor's.
Okay. So everyone's gone that way,
Yoland's
or
buggered off to sell the pelts.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and sell what I can at the apothecary. It was the bottle solutions, was it?
Yes.
I wouldn't trust that man. Orange health
No,
potions.
but you know, like what you realise is just Fanta with extra like seltzer in it.
Oh God!
Oh, this is fizzy. I'm feeling invigorated.
This is fizzy and very
Christ,
hot.
he's just selling iron brew.
Original recipe iron brew.
You guys bought health potions and have not used a single one yet.
No, we've got a cleric.
No.
No, well, yeah. Well, we've got
why'd
clerics
you
who's
buy
managed to
health
figure out his spells. Well,
In
because,
case of emergency.
Because they're yeah.
In case of emergency,
They are
to
Right,
use
emergency.
on the cleric.
Potion.
Red really wants us to drink those potions, and now I'm very concerned of what they really are.
I'm not.
original recipe iron brew. Weren't you listening?
I don't know if I want to
just
drink
laughing.
this now.
I'm just laughing at the point that you guys bought health potions and then have not used them.
Right,
never
you
like to
don't
use
use
that.
you don't
That should
use
matter.
health potions unless like you need to use them. So obviously, when you use
is
them,
like-
it's
to
on
be
like
fair,
a grape.
Basically, what you're doing, Red, is laughing at people that buy insurance.
But
Yeah.
to be fair, Red,
It's like, yeah, God, look at you
we
insuring
bought
yourself.
these potions approximately 3 months ago. We have been in a single combat situation that was with 2 dire lions last week.
No, I was just saying, we've been in a couple. We've just managed to murder the guy before he did anything previously.
Yeah.
And then set fire to his house and ran off. So
So, you know, we've not had a need
now I
to
say
use
it, it's a little bit more.
It's a little bit more of a dick thing to do.
I mean, to be honest, we really haven't got any good fights here. But hopefully, we can all
Don't say that out loud. Right, Red's like, right, fucking underground fighting ring it is. Riot in the street. So we can walk out.
Oh, it's already planned, don't worry.
As we go into the mayor's office, she's just in wrestling outfit. Come on, then. The fuck is going on in here?
Wait. Which wrestling, Viking? Actual wrestling or wrestling?
Fuck off. I don't know.
I don't think he knows the difference.
No, he doesn't.
Shame.
Okay, Viking, the game you were playing earlier today,
Yes.
that's wrestling.
Okay.
Wrestling involves 2 sweaty dudes in leotards grabbing each
Oh, so you mean luchadors?
No, not luchador.
No, luchadors are still closer to wrestling, but
Should we?
Luchadors are closer to actual wrestling, not WWE wrestling. Add massive air quotes there.
I mean, they're kind of the same thing.
Red, are you implying that WWE wrestling isn't real?
Oh, I would never. Both hands crossed behind my back.
There is a fine line between fake and fixed.
It's not fixed, Viking. I can tell you that much.
Anyways, because we've
Do we
completely
have to
lost the
explain to
plot
Viking
again.
that it has scripts and shit for that sort of thing?
I know what that...
Yeah, they do.
I know what it is.
Do you?
Yes.
Really?
Fuck off. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so we'll do Erland and Jonas first.
An assassin comes out
you
of
guys
nowhere.
go to Battle Solutions last time?
Me and Erland did,
Sorry?
yeah. And then
Yeah.
Serena kept walking
Okay.
past as random people.
Yeah, it's different people each time. Like, I'm sure I recognise her. I mean, we don't know if she did or not. We were
They all
just seeing
have a
people
dashing
walking
mustache.
past. and assumed it was her.
They all look like fucking
Why
Martin
has that
Clunes.
nun got a moustache?
So you walk in, and there's no spelling of lime, but it still has a bit of a haze to it. And you can see the various colorful potions lining the shelves.
I'm slightly concerned if we throw those health potions at something, it's going to turn out to be fucking napalm.
And so a little like bell rings as well from the door.
You've just walked into the corner shop down Main Street.
Dingly,
And,
dingly, dingly.
Yeah, pretty much. And as it does,
How
you
can I
hear,
help you? Oh, look, sir, thank you very much. Sir. We've just got some fresh copies of the Daily Mirror.
Welcome to UK corner shops.
UK corner shops.
Yeah,
they're an
What the
institute.
fuck was that, Ben?
Are you okay?
Don't think about it. Fuck you.
I think he just got garroted by a parrot.
Fuck off.
Agent 47's over at Bellen's place. He's playing Pathfinder for him now.
It'll be fine. At least he doesn't have the homing briefcase.
That's so fucking
Play. Don't fucking say anything. What happens? We get to the mayor's, huh?
No, so you're in Yoteness. I keep getting distracted from this description.
I get that.
They walk in, bell rings. Oh, shut it. Let me finish it then. Bell rings, and you hear from like a back room near the counter say, "Oh, a customer!" Dunk! Ow!
Yep, that.
And a big cloud
That's.
of just like a light bluish smoke just sort of rolls out of the room.
I expected nothing less from this guy.
And so the owner of the shop, you haven't asked his name yet,
Pumat Soul, he ain't.
walks out.
Oh.
Walks out of the room coughing. He's got his goggles on. His hair's all frizzled up, and he's got a bit of like blue powder, just sort of sprayed all over
I'm
his
imagining
face.
the gunpowder seller from Campaign 1 now. Yes? What do you want?
And so
Hello.
he pulls
hello,
off
sir.
his goggles, which are thoroughly coated with the powder as well, and just sort of sticks them on his forehead. So he's got like two little circles of skin right around his eye.
Like the
They're actually
opposite of one of those
exposed.
binocular tricks.
Yep.
Hello, sir. I don't believe I caught your name last time I was here, but you remember me and an associate of mine brought some.
Doesn't even say friend.
Some healing...
Yes, health potions.
Yes.
How did those work, by the way?
Oh, I mean, it was quite. One of them was very much surprising. Had some particularly unwarranted
Roll
effects.
bluff.
But beside the point.
Well, what exactly was the effect? I mean, you can see like he's pulled out a notebook from on his belt, and he's got a little like pen out
We're
or a
not
little quill.
customers, we're guinea pigs.
I mean, certainly, if you were to believe his word for it, I think his exact words were, he thinks he'll be shooting blanks from now on.
That was clearly Belden who said that then.
He just sort of pauses and like blinks a couple times.
Yeah, no, I'm not entirely sure how he actually administered the potion or not. I mean, I noticed that the bottles weren't very specific, and they didn't say not for suppository use.
He
so
pickled his
he may have
cock in it.
misinterpreted. So. Not entirely sure.
Well, then I should put labels on them from now.
Yes, I doubt it's a particular like warranted side effect.
Is this going to be like the woman who microwaved her cat and then won her lawsuit because it doesn't say don't microwave your cat?
Wait, what?
Yeah, there was a woman that like she'd washed a cat, hadn't she? And she wanted to dry it
wet,
off.
but I don't remember what, and she wanted to dry it off, so she stuck it in the microwave. It killed the cat.
Oh my fucking
And then she won the
Well, obviously,
lawsuit
it's a
because
microwave.
nothing in the book says don't microwave your cat. Common sense dictates that you don't do that.
Oh, okay. So it's like that one lady who won the lawsuit against Nutella for not, because they're not a healthy snack. It's fucking chocolate.
Or the one who, sued McDonald's
Hot
for
coffee.
having the coffee
Right,
too hot.
That one, I will. No, I was gonna say I will stick with the one that did that because she got first. She was either which one's worse? Is it first or third? I don't remember.
Oh yeah. It definitely was like it was really fucking hot.
Yeah, like it was. Oh, this coffee's hot, and there's like, it came out at like 100 degrees.
Yeah, this is literally
and
scalding.
instantly like, she actually like had to have skin grafts and shit. So, like, it wasn't the fact that this is a bit warm.
all over
Yeah.
herself?
Well, it was basically just it was like basically just thrust at it, and they hadn't put the lid on properly. So in her trying to take hold of it, it spilled out, burned her, and obviously she dropped it when it had burned her and spilled all more over herself. And it was like that's a little bit fucking retarded.
To be fair, that one makes a bit sense.
Yeah, but it's the difference between how everyone tells it of that woman that burned herself on hot coffee and now they have to put hot stuff on there. It's just because of the amount of fucking lawyers McDonald's pulled out of their ass. It's amazing how much you could just discredit someone that's actually validly proceed.
I mean, there's that guy who
I knew
did.
I knew it was actually too hot, but I didn't know like the whole thing. Like I thought was she put it like between her legs or something, and she took a turn or something. Yeah.
No, it was like skin grafty levels of burning.
Damn.
In today's episode of Pathfinder, we talk about the news.
And then there's that one guy who successfully won his lawsuit against God.
That was Billy Connolly, wasn't it?
Yeah, he played him.
God.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Billy Connolly,
so
the only
get back
man
to the
die
plot.
in a Muppet film. Sorry.
Or wait, what?
What? Have you ever seen Muppet Treasure Island?
No.
Oh, Billy Connolly, he dies fairly early on in Muppet Treasure Island because he's playing Billy Bones, who obviously dies and gives Jim, like in the idea of Treasure Island, he dies and gives Jim the map, and they go off and find the treasure. So like he plays Billy Bones, and obviously for the story of Treasure Island to make sense, he has to die. So like
but it's like, a Muppet film.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They can't like visually show him dying.
Yeah, so he just sort of goes and things on screen. But one of the things that he was really proud of us for quite some time was he's the only person to visibly die in a Muppet. Sorry, continue. Sorry, my good man. Yes, the side effects may perhaps be it may just have been his issue with them, but yeah, but perhaps note them down. And try some different infusions.
Another customer hurriedly exits the building.
Yes, I'll have to revisit that recipe. The other one should be fine though, if you drink them correctly.
Yes, I would assume that it's going to be.
So then, what business have you here, my fine friend?
I was wondering if you had use for dial iron pelts or.
The pelts? No. The claws and teeth? And the eyes? Maybe.
Maybe.
Right. Well, if you would want to come outside with me, I can demonstrate purely. I don't think he'd fit in here. There's quite a large companion of mine that is currently carrying the pelt. So if you come outside, you can look and see what sort of condition you would, what sort of monetary value you would make use of it.
Certainly. Give me one moment to take a
quick shit.
A new brew off the burner. Then he rushes back into the room that still has a bunch of light blue smoke just sort of like pouring out of it.
It's not like got more and more dense the more he's been through it.
No, it's like dispersing around the shop
he's just
now.
Burning a ping pong ball.
No, it's like dispersing around the shop now.
Not food.
God. We're going to meet up with you guys at the mayor's house and just with a faint blue dye just stuck over my hair and everything.
Erland, are you feeling all right? You're looking at a little blue.
And so
yes, I feel much better after telling the potion. Sorry, go on.
He walks back out of the room a couple seconds later, closes the door behind him, not quite as hurriedly as he was before, and sort of motions for you to lead on, like grandly, like over gesturing, like with the flourish.
He's going to sort of point at Jotnas, who's sat by the door. I'm like, well, I mean, he's not far.
He's got his coat on and everything ready to go.
just like...
You're going like 5 feet, mate.
Right. Allow me to get my walking cane and... Oh, here it is.
We're going on an adventure.
I mean...
Ooh,
yeah, so...
an interesting creature. I've not seen its like before.
Yes, and actually...
5,000 gold.
5,000, yeah.
I'm afraid that's not quite how that works.
I mean, you could sell him to him and then just resummon him.
Again, I'm not entirely...
No.
That isn't unfortunately how that...
No, he's not offering gold, although he has taken out a microscope and is studying like the crystals on Jotnas' back.
Back the fuck up.
Yeah, it's going to be sort of like a... Sorry, I was about to say the words a menacing accordion noise, and then realised menacing and accordion noise don't really get...
It's like an angry kazoo. You can't really have that.
Either way, at the very odd combination of noises, he'll just sort of jump back and just sort of like be there holding his magnifying glass and just slowly puts it back in its pouch.
Right then.
So then, where are the pelts that you wanted to
They're
show me?
quite visible on him.
Just tied to the sides of him here. Jonas, could you just just don't. I understand yes, he's a Well, just sit there and just sort of undo the tie and sort of like untie both of the pelts from the back and sort of lay them out over like Jonas's back, maybe just sort of fling them out like you do with a rug to say, "Ha, look, see, it's full size and such." I don't know. I've never, funnily enough, like IRL, I've never actually gone out and just sold lion pelts before.
No, I imagine that you have to find like a tanner or something.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure really. I mean, I'm not a dentist because they're the people that end up shooting. Or they're the ones that get eaten.
They're the ones that
So
get eaten.
here's the question. Here's the question now.
Fuck you, Cybern.
God damn it, Cybern. All right, so when you skinned them, did you just take the skin? Did you take the claws and teeth as well? The eyes? Any of that?
I was gonna say when I've skinned because I've skinned a few rabbits and things before. Usually it's like, you start up the middle, down the arms, and then when you get to the hands and feet, you clip the bones from the inside, so they're still attached to the bottom ends of the pelt. Usually,
that's what I was wondering if you did.
That's how I would imagine I've done it because I was considering like nailing one of the heads to the side of the cart or something like that on the way out. I was like, we could
God.
possibly do this, or maybe just turn them into rugs. But we don't really have a house, so we can't really make a rug out.
You have done us a favor. I will talk to my bar, Davici. He will allow you to purchase property in Sandpoint.
This is why you get a magical tent that's bigger on the inside.
What, like Yennefer?
Carry your home with you.
Wow.
No, Yennefer's not the tent.
Oh, the actual tent. Right, sorry. I thought you were... no, that's fine. I thought you were, like, making a euphemism out of something.
Yennefer is bigger on the inside, boys.
Yeah, that's what I was...
God. I didn't realize you were into inflation.
That's why I was like...
We live in the UK.
That's
We
why
have
I
no
was trying
choice
to-
but to be into inflation. Money joke.
God damn it, you two. But yes, he does cautiously and fairly slowly approach Jotunus to inspect it, and he holds up a paw to look at the claws on it, checks out the teeth. Well, unfortunately, these teeth are a bit too old, but the claws should do.
Okay, I mean, it's like, take what you need.
Take what you're gonna
What, just
pay
take
for.
it?
No, as in like take what you need from the pelts, and then there's going to be a monetary exchange. This is why we're at a shop. Yeah?
Telling the merchant how to merchant.
Telling them, this is how it works.
All right, then. And he pulls out a small knife and just sort of starts carefully cutting out the fur around the claws.
Sorry, I was literally just going to say, I'm going to back up slightly, just out of arm's reach. Like, I'm not having this merchant going, like...
Just
Oh, yeah,
stabbing
okay,
you
sorry.
and then taking it.
Fair enough.
I
Stab.
honestly thought he was just going to, like, pull a knife on me. Like,
You've grown up, you've spent far too much time in Liverpool.
I see.
Shopkeepers, bar of chocolate, that's $1.59. I've only got $1.50. Shh.
It's a bit of Crocodile Dundee.
That's not a knife.
But yeah, after cutting off all the claws from one of them, he just sort of looks at the other one and then looks at you. Tilts his head a bit, asking for permission.
Yes, you can go for both if you want to. I mean... Yeah, Jonas. Okay.
Jonas is just going to stop talking and communicate through accordion noises.
still haven't been calling him a dog yet, so...
He's now a walking musical instrument.
It's alright, the next iteration might have a pipe organ on the back.
He's just going to walk into an entire fucking school band himself.
Wait. Runic, can he breathe fire at any point?
Yeah, you can give him a breath weapon at one point.
Okay. You need to turn him into an animal fit for the Sisters of Battle.
That's what I was going to say. Was like I might try and make him into what is it? The Exorcist is the tank that has the pipe organ on it.
Oh God.
Yeah, if I can make him big enough for me to ride whilst also firing rockets, then totally on board with that.
Oh God. But yeah, so he cuts off the other set of claws and sort of like he's been sticking them into a bag, and you can see they're already like some of the tips of them are poking holes in the bag.
Damn, they were sharp.
And he after he like gets the last one, he just sort of puts it in the bag and holds it up and goes,
Puts it in the bag, holds it up, and they all fall out the bottom of the bag. Shit.
How do you like this? Decent amount. Airlines are quite rare. I could give you 65 gold.
Like, do I know how much that would be worth? Could I try and like appraise their value, or is that around about what I'd expect?
About what you'd expect. I'll be honest, I'm winging it. There's nothing
no,
about this.
No, I was like, I just don't want him like doing the whole. Yes, no, definitely 15 gold. Wahaha! I can sell these on the black market for 17 million. Wahaha! Like, kind of bollocks. But if that's the sort of like rate I'd expect, then yeah, go for it. Totally.
All right,
We're
then.
fucking
Yes, you need
rich,
to go grab my
lads.
gold. And
We're
so
fucking minted.
he heads back into the shop, and after a bit of rummaging and another puff, this time of purple smoke,
Aww.
then he comes back out with a bag, and it clinks with the sound of like gold coins, and he just sort of hands it to you. Is there anything else you need, my friend?
No, it's really nice. Do you know of a tanner or anyone in town that might be able to make use of the rest of these? I'm loath to just dump them at Scrap Beach or anywhere.
Well, there's John Tanner, but he's the blacksmith.
Oh, that's true, actually. Sorry, could I get your name? We didn't actually ask last time we were here, did we? I don't know. Suddenly Erland's gone very posh. I'm not entirely sure why. I say, my
He's
good
been
man,
spending
could
too
you
much
fetch
time
the
around
horse?
Headley.
Yes, and he sort of sticks out a hand and then looks at it and then brushes off all the blue powder that's collected onto
He's just
it
making drugs.
and sticks it back out again. Yes, Mr. Faust, Damien Faust.
Damien Faust.
I'll be your Damien.
What the fuck?
Yes. Pleasure to meet you. Yes. My name is Erland. I'm usually I sort of been on the road for some years, but yes, thank you. Yes, thank you ever so much. Yes. I shall be sure to have the boy bring something.
What the fuck? You're going even
I'm
posher.
slowly becoming more posh, right?
He's still standing there, somewhat awkwardly, with his hand out.
I'll just shake his hand. He's like, yes, well, yes. Thank you for your business, and we'll sure any other alchemical needs or things along those lines that we could perhaps be mutually beneficial. I'm sure to come your.
You want to try some fist tech?
Of course.
What about death
Take care, my friend. Then he heads back into his shop, and there's like a sort of winding bit of blue and purple smoke that comes out of the door when he opens it and when he closes it.
5 seconds later, all the windows explode. All you hear is, "I'm okay."
I'm okay.
There's a kaboom. Oh dear.
Well, that's a new hand I'm gonna need.
Yeah. It's the like you just imagine it being like the traditional like mechanic kind of. There's like a sound of a load of wrenches crashing or something slumping and rolling to a wall, and then a bugger.
Bollocks.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, you wouldn't know anyone else nearby or around that would make use of the rest of these pelts, would you?
Over at Sva's Armory, one of the young boys, I believe, is training to be a tanner. I'm not certain.
Okay.
We don't really have one of those in town.
Truth, Tanner.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Thank you for that. Well, we shall see you around. Sort of like wrap up what's left of the rest of the pelts and things and tie them back onto Jonas, and wander there on the way to the mares. Oh no, the mares is before then, isn't it? So.
The mares is on the way.
Over here.
Yeah, the mares is on the way.
Is.
That's what I mean. It's between.
It's sort of on the way.
Okay. I'll go from Bottle Solution to the armory and just like offload the pelts quickly if I can.
Okay. Yeah.
The young gentleman in question.
Personally, I suggest, because like you skinned it.
Bellin, are you playing fucking Poggle?
No, he's playing fucking Raid Shadow Legends, isn't he?
I'm not playing anything. Just watch.
I'm hearing bubbles and ringing sounds coming from you.
Are you? I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah. Because you've been talking.
Oh, okay.
I heard a bit of it.
Yeah, my personal opinion on that is you take like 15 gold for skinning and that, and then the rest goes into the party fund for the joint effort in killing
I've just dumped all 65 in the party fund.
Fair
anyway.
And yes, you do get over to the armory, and after asking about one of the sort of apprentices, and he comes up to you and inspects them and goes, "Oh, these are pretty good." And he sort of digs around in his pocket for a second.
I'll give you 5 gold.
And just sort of pulls out a handful of coin.
Still got half a Subway sandwich in his mouth.
If possible, sir, you must. I would appreciate. I would appreciate perhaps a few more coins. These two creatures did in fact kill one of the men I was working with, and we're hoping to put some money towards a proper burial and treatment for him.
Are
and
you?
his widow.
Are you bullshitting right now just to get more money?
Oh no, totally pull it out of his ass. This is totally just can I get a little bit more than like loose change off of it.
What's your alignment?
Now it's chaotic neutral.
You don't know.
No, lawful neutral. I'm a hunter. I follow the
Lawful my ass.
You see, you're following the traditional track. Lawful just means you have to follow a particular code or creed. You do. All things return to dust, return to the earth at which they come.
And coin returns to my pockets.
Usually sort of like, yeah, just because I'm a little bit more monetary focused.
Go ahead and roll me a bluff.
It's not technically a bluff. He's just kind of
It
bluffing.
It totally
No,
is.
the guy did die. He's just bluffing that some of it's going to help pay for the funeral.
I mean, yeah, he did die, but I'm just pulling the rest of it out my arse. It's like there's no plan to give any money to his widow.
We don't even know if he had one.
I don't even know the guy's name.
Nameless NPC 2.
The kid just sort of looks up at you,
Tears.
like just sort of squinting at you.
Tears welling in his eyes. Go back home, that's the most terrible story I've ever heard. Here you go.
Are we looking at two different numbers?
He sticks his left hand into his other pocket and pulls out some more coins. I got 15 gold here right now.
Yes, no, I'm sure that will go a long way to ensuring he's going to.
And I'll send the widow your way. Nudge, nudge.
And he just sort of like holding his hands together to keep this pile of gold from like spilling out. Just sort of like holds his hands out.
Right, give me a second. I'll like if I've got like a drawstring pouch, I'll just like pull out over and just basically hold it under his hands and go. Oh, yeah, you can just drop it.
As it clinks onto the 65
And
coin.
he just sort of dumps on. He just sort of dumps it into the coin pouch. Have fun with your funeral. He takes the
That's
pelts
not
and goes
really
back
the
in.
point of funeral.
Wink, wink.
Come on, Jonas. We've got to. I must go and acquire some appropriate attire for the mourning period. We're about to
And I
enter.
must get you a black suit, my
Turn and
friend.
wander away.
He's already walked off at this
Oh, has
point.
he?
And,
Oh.
and I must get you a black suit, Jonas.
You could tell. You could tell. You could tell he knew you were bullshitting. He's a street kid. He's not a privileged kid. He knows when someone's bullshitting.
You're right, Jonas. You will be the musical for this. Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today.
That just sounded like a deflated set of bagpipes. Then, like
he hasn't got that upgrade yet.
God! Oh my! I could totally do that. I could
No.
Oh no! Next level up, I could totally make him a small creature and then have hollow things running down
Just
his
make
legs.
him a turtle.
With, like, holes. I could blow into a paw. Like maybe play his leg like a flute or something.
Don't blow
I'm
his
just
paw.
gonna imagine you walking around holding a fucking like small puppy going.
While like blowing into its tail.
Oh god.
People are just gonna look at you like, what the fuck is
That's
this?
highly suspect. Sir, what are you doing to that tiny animal? Cease and desist immediately.
I'm playing him, can't you tell?
What about this? Is a decorative set of bagpipes.
That's not okay, sir.
Anyways, yeah, you get back to the town hall, and now we're gonna go through what the others were doing.
Sitting around twiddling our thumbs.
Waiting for him to get there.
Oh, you guys actually are waiting?
we got there, but we were waiting for him.
Was that 15 gold then?
Okay. Yeah,
So
from
does
him.
that count as 80 gold from those two from all that lion stuff?
All told,
Nice.
yes.
Stop. Stop.
That's not.
You.
He's trying to eat my stylus.
You've got to stop.
Stop
Damn
food.
it, Runic.
Power of Scotland. Is that what he's just gonna play whenever he walks around now?
But yeah, so you guys make it over to the mayor's office. And after a good while of waiting for Erland and Jonas to catch up, you hear the sound of an accordion off in the distance. Shortly after that, Erland and Jonas show up. And so,
Roll for stealth for Jonas. He gets a -20 for being a fucking accordion.
roll for stealth. Roll for how much of the town notices
Roll
you.
for performance.
Roll for
Have any of you got a scarf that I might have? I'm realizing that you haven't.
Then he's just going to sound like a deflated accordion.
Well, just, you bind it tight enough to kind of stop them moving a bit. Because this is purely just it being like it just moving loosely as he's walking around.
I mean,
the
we
place,
could probably buy one while we're in
What's
town.
moving?
His
like-
neck.
Yeah, it's his neck. Because for some, the upgrade that I decided to buy him at last level up was 5 foot of reach, and the only way I could figure out explaining him having 5 foot more reach was the fact his neck just could concertina it out.
So you're gonna need more than a scarf for that. You're gonna need a full-on harness.
Maybe the blacksmith can make something that'll cover it. Or there's a tailor, possibly.
I could have used the lion.
Damn it!
But yeah, so you all just head over into the mayor's office and try to see her.
Sure.
Yeah, we all
Alright.
wait. Once he gets in, we go inside.
Alrighty then.
I knock on doors. And
I would have thought we'd have to
Okay,
talk to the
get
receptionist
responses.
first.
Yes, you do.
Hello.
Walk up to the mayor's office. Excuse me, what are you...
What the-
Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, so what are you doing?
Sir,
Security!
Sirs, you can't go back. Sirs, please stop. But, sirs.
Picks up radio. Security.
Sir.
Are you being served?
Sir.
But yeah, so you guys head over to, you actually head into the town hall / the mayor's offices rather. And
Right.
you head into there. There's a bit of a waiting area. The secretary's sitting at the desk. There's a couple other people sitting in chairs around the room. And the secretary looks up at you and just goes, "Hello there. You have an appointment?"
No, but we are here to see the mayor on business matters.
She sent us to Nybor 3 days ago.
It's taken us 3 days to travel back from Nybor, so
Well,
it'll be about
about
a
a
week.
week
You
ago,
mean
yeah.
a week ago?
Yeah, so
I forgot about the travel time.
I'm about taking track on the
Yeah,
road.
you left for 3 days.
Yeah, it's been actually like 6 months, but in game it's been like 3 fucking days.
Well, about 7
yeah,
or 8 days
But
actually.
that's including travel.
But yeah, so you sort of say that. She goes, yes, I remember that group. Well, she's got an appointment just after this one, but in about half an hour, she should be available.
Let's go check on Lieutenant Coleman, or whatever his name was.
All right.
I was just going to wait.
I mean,
here.
you can wait here. I would go see the
Yeah,
lieutenant.
I mean, we should just wait here. I mean, make it easier. Tarp.
I want to make sure that the lieutenant is still alive.
What you could do after?
Are you having a stroke?
I don't know. I think the dwarf might
I'm
be
not
having a stroke.
entirely sure.
Well, you should probably go see a doctor.
Is there one in town? I think he's the doctor.
Hi, you're definitely having a stroke.
Hello there. I am the doctor. I am most certainly having a stroke. Think fast.
Hello, I am the stroke. I am most certainly having a doctor.
Yeah, there we go.
No, that's my porn name.
So, Ezra, we should probably go and see the guard captain after.
It's
this.
literally across the road.
As literally, it would take
Fucking
like
2 minutes to get there, if that.
Just wait. What will change in the next 30 minutes?
I don't fucking know. Nybor could be attacked by dragons. We don't fucking know.
Yeah, but
That's a
we're
good
gone
job
for
we're
a
not in
week.
Nybor, isn't it?
So 30
Sandpoint.
minutes won't kill us, or the captain. If
Damn
he's
it,
not already
Viking
dead.
spoilers.
We've
No.
been in Nybor for 5 months. What do you want from me?
What the hell does Ezra do at night?
Do you
Like,
really
his
want the
idea of
truth?
time is seriously warped.
Do you want that answer?
No, it was thankfully rhetorical, but
Still carrying around 30 spoons. Do we want to at least split up the money that we've got?
I thought we were waiting to get the money from the mayor first.
Are we getting paid from
Yeah,
her?
if she gets
that's true. Yeah, we can.
Oh,
Yeah, I
fair
hope
enough,
so.
We did her this favor.
No, we didn't do a favor. We did a job.
There is a big
favor.
difference.
Quite effectively, I might add. Problem's done.
Effectively.
We won't speak about this.
The job was completed. Let's just say that.
Anyway, let's not run this in public. Yeah, let's just sit and wait 30 minutes.
You can sit and wait. I want to see the lieutenant. I want to make sure other.
I'm going with her.
The other guy
because
who's also giving us money.
I
still
cannot
alive.
sit still for 30
Fine, I
minutes.
guess we're all going then.
What? Why all? What?
I'm not.
Okay, fine. I'll stay here so we don't split it up.
We're splitting the party, half and half.
We split up the same way.
No, you never split the.
Cleric is in the back.
Those fighters hailing. Oh no, wait, we don't have any
Shit.
fighters. The wizard in the mid. No.
We don't have a wizard either.
Closest thing to-
We're pretty fucked in terms of the song. We've got a thief.
So then.
Anyway,
Look, all I'm saying is I think we should make sure that the other person who's also paying us money, lots of money, I might add,
actually, don't
is
think
still
they're
alive.
Well, you've got to bear in mind that we haven't actually done anything else for
Not
them.
yet, because we went to do the stuff for the mayor.
Yeah, I know. So is it not worthwhile, rather than going to make sure they're still alive, is it not worthwhile just getting the money from this, and then, because the mayor said she would continue to look into this goblin problem for us whilst we were gone. So is it not worthwhile getting that information from the mayor as well, and then going and seeing Buggerlugs?
do it all together. All one by
Runic.
one.
I found the Tanner. He's a bridge.
What?
On the map. Tanner's bridge.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Fucking hell, Viking.
Let's just sit here.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Wait for 30
That was my
minutes.
chair.
Talk to the mayor, and then we'll go and see the lieutenant because I want to see him as well.
Fine, I'll go across the road to Cracktooth's Tavern.
I'm going to shoot that man.
With what gun?
With my fucking
if we've
spells.
got half, look, let's be honest. This waiting
Suddenly, a
room isn't exactly.
gunslinger enters the fray.
Let's be honest. This waiting room isn't exactly massive, and there's already some people in here. So yeah, let's just go and find somewhere at least a general seat. So yes, tavern makes sense. We'll be back in half an hour because that's when we have an appointment. So we won't have to wait here. Yeah? No?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
To the tavern.
Fucking bar mug comes out of nowhere, starts spinning like the Batman logo.
I was just googling the Batman. That's fine.
So then, oh god, no. I just thought, how would you be able to play that on an accordion?
For brevity's sake.
Yeah, so, you all head off over to Cactus Tavern, which you haven't been to before.
No, because it's shit.
And yeah, it is.
Again, the guy in the rusty
You
dragon
open the
is the one
door.
who said that, so...
The door, like, it squeaks a bit on its hinges, and you look in, and it's a very, like, dingy sort of looking place. Some old-looking tables and chairs sat around. Barkeep at the counter looks at you, like, with a... like, one eye raised.
You know, I think there was a drainage ditch five doors back. I think I might go there.
I feel like I'm gonna get tetanus just looking at this place.
But you wanted to go to a pub.
I mean...
Just saying, by the time you get to the Rusty Dragon, you'd have to go back. So that's not an option, and same with the White Deer.
Fine.
So what? So a beer each, yes. Wine each. Or are we going
I
something
would
stronger
not
on
trust the beer at this place.
That's what I was going to say. So are we going on something stronger on the fact that there's less things can live in neat alcohol?
I'm gonna go with some straight vodka.
Okay.
Not much can survive in straight vodka.
Bellum, what are you looking for?
Drink wise?
Yeah.
Strong. That's all I care
Okay,
about.
cool.
Moonshine.
Serena, you...
Nothing can live in moonshine, that's true. She's just gonna pull out her water skin.
Okay, cool.
3 moonshines.
Okay. Erland will walk up.
So the barkeep, like, he's just sitting there wiping at a mug, and he looks at you. What'll you have?
What'll you have? Gruff, gravelly sounding, then spits in the mug and wipes it, and then starts pouring our moonshine in it.
That's the best kind of bartender. He has the same glass and the same rag, and he's there constantly wiping the same rag around the same glass.
And he keeps spitting into it, and he definitely has some kind of vocal problem that may well be contagious.
He might have gangrene.
Do you have a cocktail menu?
What is this, a fucking cruise ship? I will have some hors d'oeuvres as well, my friend.
No, three of the strongest spirits you've got, please. If you have something like a moonshine or a look, I don't know whether you have vodkas around here or.
We got Hagbane brew, a local special.
Is that?
I'll take some.
Is that a?
Serena's gonna cough upon hearing that.
Is that a spirit or is it like a?
It's a strong ale.
There's no spirits then. Nothing. Have you got any turpentine, terps, anything like that?
Oh God.
raises an eyebrow.
Got any Nightingale?
Any wine? Anything bottled? You know what? I'll just leave you to it. Actually, can I have a bag of those pork scratchings from behind the back? No.
This isn't a pub in Liverpool.
What? Fine.
It's a shithole in Sandpoint. There's not much difference, but
you see, you're missing out, Viking. If you were coming to the meeting next year, you could at least go to the pub with me, and I'd show you what a proper pub is.
Fuck
off. But yeah, he just sort of pulls out a bottle from like back on the shelf. It's got like a handwritten label on it.
And you see the big circle where the dust is, where he just pulled it off from.
No. Then he sort of sets it on the counter and he goes, "It'll be 3 gold for a cup of this, or about 10 gold for the jar or for the glass."
Just buy the bottle.
And it's a decently big sized bottle.
Just buy the bottle.
Is this the hand drawn label that's on there?
Oh god. I fucking hope so. It's just the demo man's bottle of alcohol.
No,
it's just got Scrumpy.
It's just got Hagbane written on it written on it, as well as
That's a knife
a
from
date.
Skyrim.
And the date was like a couple of
centuries ago.
About a month ago. 2 months ago.
Actually, on second thoughts, no, don't worry about it, my friend. Thank you for the offer. I'm sorry to disturb you. And I'll just sort of walk back towards the rest of them. Just go. Yeah, I'm gonna wait outside. Just sort of walk outside.
I'm going to go and...
He just sort of eyes you like with one eye.
I'm going to go find a peasant
and
to
then
piss
just
in
sort
my
of
mouth,
grumbles
because it's
and puts it
probably
back
better
on.
than anything we'll get in here. I walk out as well.
There like the closest tables to you overheard that. They all just sort of stop and stare at you.
Yeah? What?
Ezra's making friends. He started a bar fight.
I'm just gonna pick up the chair and fucking smack the guy with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna back away from Ezra.
I'm outside, but he.
You got something wrong with the ale, stranger?
If you can call it that.
One of the guys at the nearby table speaks up.
Which one's he talking to?
Who do you think?
No, I was just making sure that it wasn't me. I'm fucking heading out the door. I just want to make sure
Ezra.
I'm out the door before this happens.
Ezra, you're out the door by now.
I have had a
Thank God for that.
very bad day and just want some very, very strong alcohol.
Well, then ask the barkeep.
I thought
And he
my
just sort of
friend
nods
did.
over at him. Oh, he didn't appear to come back with anything.
Thank you, I'd noticed that. What's your name? Obvious? Captain? Of a ship, maybe?
I'm gonna back away a bit further.
Belen, what are you doing?
Hiding under the
Please,
table?
God, don't tell me that you're still...
I'm
still at the mayor's office. What are you lot doing?
After 30 minutes, I go back to the mayor's office.
So you just...
No, it's not.
No.
It's not been that long yet.
Oh.
Because
He's just
because
not been paying attention.
No, right, okay. No, currently, what's happening? I walked up to the bar to ask for drinks. They had
Okay.
some stuff that looked a bit on the side of like I'd rather not drink that, so I just turned around and walked out. And as I walked out, I said, "I'll go and wait outside to you guys." At which point, Ezra started bad mouthing the beer around here. Went to leave and is currently in the process of trying to start a bar
I'm
fight.
not going to leave. I'm just sitting there.
So the,
Oh,
the
he's
guy
not saying
at the
anything
table-
about the bar
fight.
He's literally just complained about how shit the beer is in here, and then he said, "I want some really strong ale. I want some really strong alcohol. Is that too much to ask for?" And like, there's other people getting a bit ornery. So far, Serena's backing away drastically from him. I'm outside, just completely out of the picture. And so far, you're still stood next to him because you haven't said you're not going.
I've like left his side and I've just sat at a table and just watched what's going on.
Everyone's leaving him and just.
And so the guy at the table just sort of like stops, looks at his companion with a "the fuck is this guy" sort of look, and then looks back to you, looks back to Ezra.
I will say
Are you trying to insult me, stranger?
I am staying within 25 feet of him.
To your face.
To your face. I'd never do that behind your back.
Is that actually what you're saying?
No, I was just saying I'd never do that.
Uh-huh. Liar and a stranger, then.
Calling me a liar, sir? You dare beseech my honor? Besmirch just comes in from outside. Besmirch! Fuck off!
No. Say beseech.
You dare beseech my honor? No, I don't beseech your honor for anything.
I'm just gonna use big
Ezra,
words.
this is a
confuse
stupid
him.
peasant. He doesn't know the difference between the two
Exactly,
words.
it's
Roll
fine.
with it.
You tried to besmirch
I
my
shall
honor,
say,
good
sir,
sir.
when you return outside. When you return outside,
Do you wish to
we shall have
throw
words
down the
about this.
gauntlet?
I say, sir.
Does he throw
Square
down the
go.
face down?
I will say I'm within 25 feet of him, but sitting at like a table or something. And I'm
Just
just
away
watching
from him.
away from him, but within 25 feet so I can do something.
I can heal him while he decks people.
Sure.
Alright. So,
How close is he to the kind of counter? Like, is he right? Is this all happening like at a counter, and the other guy's at the other side of the counter?
no, they're closer to the door. Ezra's standing near it. There's a
I'm
table
sat
near.
down.
There's a couple tables nearby. Oh, you're sat down at one of
Mhm.
the tables near the door. Okay. So
Tell
yeah,
me what this is.
the group of two at a nearby table are the ones who are looking at him funny, and one of them is talking to him.
Okay, I'm just watching this.
Oh, Andy Erland has run off. By the time he comes back, the entire fucking bar is going to be on fire.
I don't give a damn about your honor, stranger. I just don't want you bad-mouthing my favorite bar.
Why is he a cowboy?
We're in a bar. Fuck off. That's why.
Ezra, you might want to check his hips, make sure he's not armed.
Is he packing a big iron or anything?
Yes, actually, he's got an 18-pound cannon hanging at his nose.
He's just got the fucking cannon from Fallout 4 on his back.
No. No, he doesn't seem to have anything, like any weapons on his belt or back or anything like that. He looks like a local.
Wait, what did he say? I've forgotten. My mind went to a big fucking cannon on his
He
back.
doesn't want you bad-mouthing his favorite bar.
Ah.
And he doesn't give a damn about your honor.
Well, I don't give a damn about your opinion. Roll initiative.
No, just wait.
He's just sitting there glaring at you.
They're just glaring, right? They're just glaring, right? Like, this is a very intense moment.
I am staring
Okay.
back,
Just
unblinking.
glaring.
Can I position myself so that way he is towards the door? So, in comparison to the door, I'm on the opposite side from the door. So that way, when I cast command and he flees, he leaps through the door.
And then becomes Erland's problem.
Who, the person shit-talking him, or Ezra?
No, Ezra. Can I make sure that's set up right?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I gotta set that up right. During this intense moment, I cast command and I say flee.
Oh.
You need to roll it to see if
Okay.
it's got a will save, right?
Yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah, so pull it up like the.
Yeah,
usual,
I'll
click
put it
on
up. I'll put it up.
in the
Yeah.
chat. Alright, so Viking making me a will save, DC 15. You feel a bit of something pushing against you for a second, like against your mind, and then it just sort of
Can
goes
I
away.
just
I'm
take my
trying to be
eyes
quiet about
off
it, but-
this guy and glare at Belhan instead?
Oh yeah.
You kind of see him smiling.
One of the guys at the table like gets a bit confused and so looks over where you're looking and sees the dwarf. Then just sort of turns back to you and keeps glaring at you.
I'm gonna head up to the counter.
Okay, that's one spell slot taken away.
That was a waste of a spell slot, you moron.
Had a decent chance.
It would have been great if it worked, though.
I mean, you only have a 3 mods for it, so yeah, it was a decent chance. Oh god.
I never roll that high.
So yeah, you get up to the barkeep. Most of the attention's on the confrontation, so the barkeep notices you though, and what do you want?
How much for that bottle of poison?
Don't have any bottles of poison for you.
Everyone just turns and looks at Serena now.
I mean, since
But
you're
it's 10
strong
gold
as
for the
that,
bottle. But it's 10 gold for the bottle of hag brew. Or hag bane.
yeah, sure, I'll buy that for you.
All right.
I'm gonna put the 10 gold pieces on the counter.
Yep. He turns around, grabs a bottle, and just sort of puts it down on the counter in front of you, and takes the gold. Puts it in like a little drawer or something under the counter. You couldn't quite see.
Right then. After taking that bottle, I'm gonna head towards Ezra, uncork the bottle, and lift it underneath his nose.
And lift it underneath his nose?
I'm gonna wave the bottle, the open bottle, underneath his nose.
Okay.
All right. Also, the barkeep does put 2 glasses up on the table, or 2 mugs.
Oh, no, I only need the bottle, sir. That's all. Thank you, though.
Sort of raises an eyebrow and then puts them back. And so Ezra, Serena comes up with this bottle. You don't quite notice her because you're, in a stare down at these guys. And you smell this just fragrance of what seems to be mostly alcohol. Like there's a bit of something else. There's a bit of like hops or something, but it's just mostly just straight alcohol.
I take the bottle and take a huge swig.
I really want to cast it again.
Just keep wasting your spell slots, huh?
But for the comedy, I think it would be worth it.
Hey, Viking. No, actually, you're fine. So yeah, you take this swig and you can taste it's like easily 70% alcohol.
It's a Glyphid Slammer.
Burns down the throat as it goes down. And go ahead and make me a would it be fortitude or no constitution check.
Constitution check.
Yeah, so D20 plus your constitution modifier.
Damn, I wish I cast.
Already, everything around the room is starting to like sway. Just from that one swig.
I've had better. I'm gonna take the bottle and walk
Oh
out.
my god.
Boy, you owe me 10.
You do stumble a bit as you head towards the door.
As he just knocks into a table and shuts it. Which way are you going?
I'm gonna look over at the 2 people he's glaring at. What an ungrateful prick.
You're saying to the 2 people
sort of
who I
turns
helped
back.
with their fucking city.
Yeah, you just sort of turn, and they just sort of turn back to each other, and go back to
Fucking
drinking and talk about
gratitude
something
for
else.
you.
The urge subsides. Only one spills up a day.
But is that what you're rationing yourself to try and control me?
Only one spell slot a day, reserved for dicking over members of the party.
And about a half hour, or at least, 20, 25 minutes have passed by now. So
Not just members of the party, just Ezra.
what, did everyone leave or something? Or
No, I was still here. I was just gonna say I'm gonna walk up behind Ezra. I'm gonna slap him hard on the back. You owe me 10, you dick.
I didn't ask you to buy the alcohol. You chose to.
You still drank it. Now you owe me money.
I took a mouthful. I just passed the bottle back to her.
Is this happening outside of the bar now?
yes.
Okay, so I'm just sat. I'm just sat on the floor nearby, eyes closed, with the just sort of sat down next to me. As just as you come out arguing about things, you didn't buy some of that, did you?
It didn't kill him.
It takes a lot to kill me.
Oh, that's it. I mean,
but by the way, Ezra is swaying a bit.
I was just gonna say, does he look wasted? How much of it did he drink?
He doesn't look wasted, but he definitely looks buzzed.
I'm gonna shake the bottle. I think like a mouthful.
Ah. Do you mind if I
Can I have a
do you mind
sip?
if I have a quick? No, I was just gonna. I literally just wanted to have a quick sniff and see exactly how many of my nose hairs got burnt off by the wind.
About 70% of them.
I pretty much just drank ethanol.
You hand it back and go. Yeah, it sounds about right. Oh,
yeah. Yeah,
I
maybe
can
this
taste colours. I only sniffed it. Jesus.
Yeah, this would be very effective later on. I'm gonna cork the bottle, put it in a very soft pouch in my bag.
Soft pouch? What, you expect it to be smashed then?
Just in case. Just in case.
Okay.
It's sorry, I've got this image of Serena with one of the wine bottle coolers that's like an ice pack that you put in the freezer and then open it and you slide over the bottle. She's just got one of those, just in the sun. He's like,
I mean, I was genuinely very tempted to take the bottle from her before she put it away, pour some on the entrance and set it on fire.
Last time you tried that, it didn't work.
No, that was because Belhan used some shitty wine with next to no alcohol level.
Very true.
Because I threw some fucking.
Bella's like, yeah, that's true.
I threw some fucking.
Basically, just water.
Whiskey at the door and set it on fire, and it caught instantly.
We did.
Actually, that was something I read before Christmas. Sorry to derail things again. So we read it before Christmas. Speaking of burning alcohol, is that somebody said that they find the fact that we have Christmas puddings and we light brandy over the top of them weird. And I was like, oh, I suppose it is. I never really thought about that. Like, we have something at Christmas called a Christmas pudding, which is just basically
burnt sponge,
a load of fruitcake stuff. It's basically the fruit.
Yeah.
It's like that, but soaked in brandy and things.
Set on fire.
Cooked in a pressure cooker. Yeah, and then you warm it up, and then you put it upside down on a plate, so it's like a dome, and then you pour burning brandy over it and serve it at the table while it's still on fire. And I just thought,
that's fucking Christmas for you.
You talking about setting fire to whiskey. I was like, God, could you offer some Christmas?
You're like 4 weeks too late, mate.
Burning brandy going. Oh no. Sorry,
right, continue. To the mayor's place.
30 minutes hasn't passed, right?
25 has.
25? Okay, so
it's
Red,
about time to go back, basically.
So that message before, after they leave, after that shit happens, I go up to the barkeep and I buy the most tasty, strong stuff they have, like alcohol.
What, a glass or a bottle?
Bottle.
What, a Hagbane bottle, basically.
Yeah, that'd be a Hagbane bottle.
How much?
10 gold.
10 gold. Okay, grab that. And let me take that off my. And how big is it? Like how big?
It's like bigger than normal size bottle.
Okay. And I asked for 2 cups to kind of
Take away.
no, just 2 cups that they use here at the bar. As if I'm gonna be staying here, kind of like whoever, yeah.
Are you trying to steal cups?
Ask for 2 of the cups. And
He brings them up and puts them on the counter for you.
alright, I take the cups and I go over to, and it was 2 people, right? That the Ezra was talking to, with one of them being the main person.
Yes.
They were at a table. Okay, I go over there. I put the cups on the table, and I fill them quite. I fill them quite a bit, like a very good amount of alcohol in both of them, and I give it to them, and I say, "You two have a good day."
This is great. I'm making the party spend
I
their
leave.
money to clean up my messes, apparently.
Yeah, it just means that we're going to murder you at some point, so don't worry.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, I'm gonna put $1,000 bounty on Ezra for not paying me 10 gold.
That monetarily, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Sorry, did you say that out loud then? Jonas, if you would.
You gonna absorb the damage I deal to him?
Depends how it feels.
but yeah, after I pour it out, I put the rest of the alcohol, which I feel like would only be like I would have still like 75% of it left, right? After pouring a good cup worth in 2 cups.
Yeah. About 75% of it left.
Okay. And then I leave. Yeah. And what would this alcohol be called, by the way, just so I have it?
Hag's Bane.
What was it? Hagbane brew.
Yeah.
Piss
I just
water.
said a bottle of Hag's Bane.
Piss water. That's what it's called.
Alright. And I then leave and go to the rest of the party. And I kind of smile at the other 2 as they leave, and I hope. Do they look happy? Do they look like they're like, oh wow?
A bit like, huh? And
But they're not gonna look a free drink and then fucking, you know.
These people aren't used to handouts.
Probably not, no. Good job, Belhin. You're a charitable soul.
Hey, Bellin, I know an orphanage full of orphans that need
Excellent.
money.
I'm gonna burn it down.
If you just
Wait,
give
what?
me all your money, yeah, if you just give me all your money, I'll make sure it gets to them. I promise.
Charitable, yes. Gullible, I don't think so.
Well, you don't know, it might work.
Why would that work on me?
Because you're a charitable soul.
Terrible,
It
not
dep-
stupid.
It depends how
That's
close
debatable.
the orphanage is, what the like cause is. How many do they have? One of those videos where it's like,
What would you do if a
replace
child was
it-
sitting in front of you right now, drop kicks them?
No, I thought you were going to say you wouldn't steal a television.
Oh yeah, those ones.
Kind of some of the anti-piracy. No, I was going more for like the ones that are on around Christmas where it's like the really sad music. It's like adopt a donkey.
Oh yeah.
The arms of an angel.
That was
Yeah,
so
was
off
really
tune,
bad,
Cybran.
That was so bad.
Like,
Hey,
do they have,
I never professed to being a singer.
Arms of an angel.
have
Take
the-
away.
Oh God, Bellin.
oh, just shut. Is that what the orphanage have got as their marketing material like? Because I mean, you never know.
You wouldn't steal a television. Mate, I'm from Liverpool. Of course I fucking would. You wouldn't steal a television. Well,
Well, you wouldn't be able to say a television either, would you, by the sound?
I'm not Dunk, you're Dunk.
It's like, see, it was
Serena
good.
can perform, Cybran cannot.
I don't even have any ranks in perform either.
Hang on, Simon. Sorry, are you having trouble performing? Perhaps speaking to Ezra about his methods might...
Pickle your dick in one of these health potions.
Yeah, but that made him sterile.
No, it fucking didn't.
Oh no, I said he'd taken it. I said he'd taken it suppositorily.
Yeah, he took a suppository and then became sterile afterwards.
I was told it was an
I'm
enema.
just explaining to Viking how that's jamming it up his arse, not in it.
Enema? I think we lost Red.
I think Red's lost it.
Red.exe is stop responding. Red.exe has lost the plot. Please lead him back to it.
GM.exe has blue screen.
Back to the mayor's house. All of us go.
We're heading back to the mayor's place, Red.
Okay, good.
No, we go back to his house.
Her office. Fuck sake.
Well, hang on. I mean, we can go back to her house if you want to go back to her house, but that's a bit
Later.
I don't want to be arrested for stalking Belen.
Just wait until she goes back through the front door. You're right, darling. we managed to break in and we just stood waiting behind the door for it to open. Hello.
Okay, now yeah, we go back to the mayor's office.
Alright. So you head back to the mayor's office. She, basically when you get there, you have to wait a couple minutes, but then you get, led into the office by the secretary. And, yeah, she's sitting there, behind your desk.
Hello there.
I'm getting tired.
We have completed the work.
Yes,
We've
I
done the
noticed.
job. We want our money.
Well, don't be so fucking direct.
We're
Damn.
mercenaries. We were
Look,
paid.
Like there's some like have some like flavor behind it, like apologies. Like what
Some
the
flavor.
fuck?
We went to
Apologies?
Nyburn.
What are we apologizing
We went to
for?
Nybor, burnt a field and a
for that.
garrison, killed multiple people, and burnt down the house. Do you want more flavor?
We don't actually say that,
No.
right? Okay. I was about to fucking punch Ezra if he actually said that.
So, by
She
the way,
just
we
motions
managed to
for
solve
you
your
all to
problem
sit
by murdering
down.
a lot of people.
Yeah, she motions for you all to sit
We
down.
killed 2 foxes.
That was the only problem the mayor had. We
I
killed
mean,
the two responsible one.
I mean,
We got proof of
It's like-
it too.
It's like Erland's arse is halfway to his chair, and he's like, "That wasn't why we went there, was it?" We went there. What?
yeah, I feel like we should put.
I'm
Ezra
not
outside.
exactly certain what you all did, but judging from the letter I've got, you did help him
Probably
out.
best not to ask questions.
Awesome. Yeah.
Do you want honest answers?
Don't fucking talk, Ezra.
Do you
Just
want
stop
the truth?
talking.
Do you want the truth, or do you want what you believe in?
All right, now I'm just going to hand you this bag of gold. Oh,
So the. So
I'm
Plausible-
gonna take the bag and start
plausible
counting
denial-
gold.
Plausible deniability is a thing.
Yes.
That's just.
we take the gold.
Yeah.
I stand up. I'm like, thank you. We will. How much will this?
it ends up
Well,
at
We'll sort that out in a minute.
That's what Serena was doing. She was just counting.
yeah, it does add up to 50 gold pieces.
We got paid more for the fucking job of protecting that twat.
No, it's fine. Shh. I'll just add the 50 gold back onto
The economy
list of
sucks
so
in
far.
this universe.
Hey, at least we're not being paid in silver or copper.
The note also did mention that he paid you.
Yeah.
You are absolutely, I think, correct. I don't know, to be completely honest. Did you give us money for that, or did you put that in the group fund?
I gave us money.
I said that you would get paid if you helped him out. You helped him out, he paid you.
Very true. So, how's the goblin situation here then?
I don't know.
It's settled down a bit. We've got a couple of, at least what we think might be camps somewhere out in the northeast in the woods, but
Can you
the
give
guard
us
have
like a?
been tracking them down.
Do you know their location exactly, or a way for us to go to them and clear them out?
To them?
I mean,
do you mean
sorry,
cull?
excuse me. I could.
You need to cure them of.
Rip them of their lives. Does that make it easier for you guys?
Maybe.
Could I just point out, like, we don't need an exact location. We can,
That's
in
what I'm
fact,
saying.
just follow tracks like we did last time.
That's
So,
what I'm saying.
if they're no, you were asking for an exact location. We don't need
I was
that.
asking
If you said they're
for
roughly to the
multiple
northeast,
things. I was saying, do you know their exact location or a way for us to go so that way we can go to them? Is what I said.
the northeast. She just said they're to the northeast of town.
Then that way we can go there. I was wondering if she had any more information. It doesn't hurt to ask.
No, but you're asking. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Is that, considering that's a job that we took some while ago, and I'm assuming it's still not resolved?
What, the goblin problem?
Yeah,
we
the
left
goblin
kind of
issue.
halfway through it.
You kind of told us to leave while we're,
Yeah.
Yes,
still
the guard have, at the very least, managed the problem in your absence, and they seem to be doing decently at clearing out a couple of camps that are outside the city or the town. They haven't really done much, in all honesty, since you guys left.
Well, the goblins or the guards?
Both.
The goblins. It seems like the little temple or whatever you destroy or either down beneath the town actually seems to have like broken their morale or something.
Oh, good.
It's cold still,
Right
Brown.
at the beginning, I swear.
So, can I just, was that 50 gold split between all of us, or 50 gold each?
50 gold split between all of you.
That's some bollocks math.
I can add it to what I'm about to split.
Just throw the 50 gold in party.
50. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, no, split it in that, 'cause the
220 plus
party's-
50.
That's 12 gold each.
Party's
Divide
set
by
at
4.
Party sat at 160 at the minute, so don't worry.
We'll each get 67 gold. And then the rest will go towards the party funds, which there'll be 2 gold towards the party fund.
I will take 17 gold and give the rest of the party fund.
50. All right. Fair. Well, we can sort this out once we've sort of discovered whether you actually want us to. I'm assuming you want us to continue with this goblin issue.
Yeah.
I still don't believe we've actually been paid the advertised amount for resolve.
Which was 1,000 gold, if I may add.
So I'm assuming, since it's not actually resolved, you would want us to carry it through, and if not, then and if it has been resolved, then we'd kind of
Hey,
like
Belhan.
Yes.
Out of character, was it actually 1,000?
I legitimately
First, I'll
have
say-
it written down. We get 1,000 gold. Job to get goblins. That's why I have
First page of my notebook is given job worth 1,000 gold to investigate people going missing in town of Sand.
Yeah. That was something I missed in my notes. I shall put that down there.
And so with that, I do say, all right, well then, so yeah, do you want us to still do it then? We can finish this for you.
Yes. I believe if you go talk to Captain Cole, then he's setting up a
Captain now.
patrol. Well, yes, he's the guard captain.
He was lieutenant when we left. What the fuck are you doing, Cybrun?
What does it sound like I'm doing?
Honestly?
What do you think?
It sounds possibly.
I'm rubbing the tip of my phone with my stylus because I'm
Tip of your
getting
quote
fidgety.
quote phone. Gotcha.
Yeah, he's rubbing the.
Well, I was
Yeah,
going to say quote. I was going
Yeah,
to
I'm
say quote
scratching.
unquote stylus, but you know,
It's a very thick stylus.
but short and stubby. It's
Sure.
a bit like a nub.
I believe that's called a chode.
You've you've got a nubby stylus.
I mean, yeah, if my cat keeps chewing on it, it's gonna turn out.
Why is your cat chewing on it?
Excuse me. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
This is not.
This is not PG.
This is that is.
It's not on this one. It's not.
You're right. It's not PG. It's RPG.
That's highly fucking illegal.
But yes, like I said, Captain Cole is going to be putting forth a patrol tomorrow in the morning about to, well, go out into the forest and clear out some of the more of the camps that they've
Out
identified.
of curiosity, what is the time right now?
It's somewhat late in the afternoon. So I'd say about 2, 3-ish, because you got in a bit afternoon. So actually, no, closer to 3 or 4-ish.
I mean, we could get ahead of the curve, head out, camp out in the wilderness.
Why not just work with the guard captain? We still get paid either way.
Yeah.
Wait, do we? I just want to get paid either way. Work with the guard captain.
I'm sorry, could the tech priest put that in English, not binary, please?
No, I'm sorry. That's some chaos speech right there.
He's a heretic.
All I heard out of that was paid.
Do we get paid
you
no
some
matter what
questions.
we work with, as long as the goblins kaput?
So long as the goblin problem is dealt with, yes, you get paid.
Awesome. Let's get to the guard captain.
Let's actually really quickly all leave the call and see if we can reset it.
What?
That might help.
Really?
Okay, quick leaving of the call.
As in the internet.
There we go.
Right.
Bit
Hello.
better, it seems like.
Yes, there you go. I can hear you. I can hear Red now, and I can hear Viking.
Belhan?
Better?
Yes.
Yeah, Cybern's better.
Is Belhan better, though?
He's not saying anything now. Oh.
I think he's having issues.
Hey, there we go. Now I can hear shit.
There we go.
There he is, and he's no
Sorry,
longer
like,
a robot.
But all of you sounded
But
like
you
you were
didn't
like
leave.
because
Yeah, something happened. I'm not sure what.
it's
But,
just Discord. Sometimes it does it. But yeah, all of you started sounding like you were underwater, and then I heard Red have a go at Bellin for sounding like he was talking like a robot, and I was like, "But you all sound like."
Pot calling the
It's like, I
kettle
thought it was
black.
just me. Yeah, that's like you. Yeah. Had you ever seen a hypocrite before?
But yes, so long as the goblin problem is dealt with at the end of it, and you all were a part of that, then you will get the reward.
Awesome. Okay. Let's go to the guard captain and get this shit done. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss with us then?
Not at this time, no.
Alright. I get up and I say, let's go then.
Out of curiosity, by the way, how long have you known the mayor of Nybor?
Oh, since about 3, maybe 4 years before he took, before he was elected to mayorship of Nybor.
So how long's that?
10 maybe years, I think?
He's been mayor for a fair few.
Yeah, it'd be, I think
Let's go back
around
a couple
10
pages.
years.
It would be
Oh,
about
right.
10 years, yes.
I think if roughly what I remember the discussions, I don't remember the exact dates, but I think it was around, with what she's saying, it'd be around 10 years.
Fair enough.
Been mayor for 14 years.
Okay, so
So
this
then,
is-
no,
they were in the
about
second
18
10-year term.
years then.
18 years, yes.
18 years, okay. Wow, I was off. But, you know,
That's I knew I'd written it down somewhere, and I was like,
glad you did. Yeah, okay. Is that then? Alright, do we leave?
yeah, I think so.
Alright.
Well,
We'll
thank
go
you
over
for
to
your
the
time.
guard captain. Thank you so much. We will hopefully when we return the goblins will be kaput and we will have good news, I guess. Kaput. Kaputins. And we
Right,
leave.
so while we're out of our office, how much are we doing? What's the money we've got to split?
67, right?
I got
67 each, and then 2 for the party.
So
yeah?
we got 220 in total,
plus
which
a
was
50.
55 each of us. Then we also got 50 gold from that. So in about total, we fucking wait. Why did that?
Yeah,
Oh, I
so-
times 10.
You did what?
I don't know why it multi.
No,
Oh,
so-
okay, other way.
yeah,
67
so-
each.
Yeah, so 67 each, which, Viking, you said you would take 17 and put 50 into the party
Yes,
pot.
because that makes my money
Yeah,
200, and it then puts more money in. Yeah,
round
I
numbers.
prefer working in
And
round
you
numbers.
would get 2 gold from that initial split. So what was it 50
Yeah, so
plus
I've added
2?
I've added the 2 in already.
Okay.
So what's my goal? Because I might do the same sort of thing. Admittedly, I need to go out and get some ammunition and things. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 60 of mine and put the 7 into the party pot.
So 7 into party pot and 50 from Viking.
Yeah. Is that including
I'm a
the
pretty
50
bastard.
from the helping neighbor person that we just received? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, before we go to the captains, as we leave the town hall, I realized I also haven't sold some. I need to sell some stuff real quick. Clothing that I forgot to sell.
Oh fuck, Runic. You
Wait,
were
what?
at Bold Solutions. He might have bought those fucking manky ass dog ears off you.
No, I told you I'm keeping him. I'm going to stick him in somebody's trousers.
Oh, fuck yeah, now.
My God.
I still got the 10 goblin dog ears. I legitimately have crossed off the decapitated foxes and written the reason next to them as yeeted into a so
yeeted into a shrub.
So at least we've got rid of them. The manky dog ears are going to they're going to hang around.
They're going to get worse.
We need to keep something.
They're going to get worse.
We need to keep something. Like, we
Can
need to pull them out, like, in like, over the course of a few years later, when we're still together as a party, if we all survive, pull them out when they're, like, jam. Like, oh, hey, guys, remember these?
Spread them on your fucking toast.
Can I? Before we go over there, I need to go find a place to sell something because I realized I have yet to sell something good.
Probably Reese's
That we
place.
may or may have not. The clothing, fancy clothes. I go a place that sells or buys clothing, and I go over there.
Shouldn't we do that after talking to the guard captain?
I was gonna say, yeah. If we go and speak to the guard captain first, and then we can go and do, like, we can individually do shopping and stuff later, can't we?
We can do that. We can do that. Yeah, let's go to the
Rather
guard
than
captain. Yeah,
Is
we
it
can go.
Is it the feathered
Serpent is where he went before to sell some things.
Yeah.
Magical items,
Yeah.
typically.
Ah.
So I imagine like Reese's place would be for clothes or something like that. Maybe the armory might buy them.
Well, we'll see. Right,
Okay,
so
yeah.
we're gonna have a chat with the guard captain.
Yep.
FYI, currently I've got party inventory at 259 gold.
Nice.
Because I took 27 of my 67 because that rounded me to 250.
Just like me. Like round numbers.
It's like nice round number.
I'll make sure to give you 13 gold next time.
And we've still got but party inventory at the minute is just 10 goblin dog ears and 4 potions of cure light wounds. With cure light wounds in what's it, quotation?
Yeah. Possibly napalm,
Alright.
possibly God knows what else.
Just drink one and it turns you into a Doom Rider.
An infertile mess like
Fuck
Viking.
off.
So you're all heading over to the garrison?
Yeah, I'll go and get some info on this, and then we can tidy up the afternoon, selling stuff, shopping, trading, whatever, and then head out the next day, maybe.
Alright. So the first thing you notice is when you go in, there's a couple of guards standing outside. They just sort of like nod to you and open the doors for you. First thing you notice is the entry hall seems a lot like less chaotic. Like there's not people running about frantically. There's not a lot of people sitting anxiously, waiting for to be called. And there's a guardsman sitting at the desk, or one of the two ones towards the end of the hall, and he sort of sees you and waves you
Hey,
over.
Jimmy, where's Cole?
Oh, he's in his office right now.
Can we see him?
Something about putting together a plan with some of the others. I can send notice, but
we can
not
just
exactly
walk in.
supposed to walk in on the captain of the guard.
I mean, we're going to be part
Well, he's
of.
only the
We
captain
can knock.
we got,
He's
So-
only captain because we saved his life. Well, we're going to be part of that,
Yeah,
aren't we? Because
I'm-
that was the job we were hired
Yeah,
for. So
we
you know.
plan on joining on whatever he's planning. So sooner rather than later is better.
Unless it's some sort of drug bust, and then we're not going to be doing that sort of thing. If it's goblin related, then yeah, we're totally down for it. But if it's something like regular thing, like breaking up, like I don't know, a grooming ring or something like that, we're not really that kind of policey.
Although I might be in on that.
I mean, if he gives us money, we will.
Pay me.
Yeah.
He just sort of like looks around at you and just says, "Well, like I said, you're not supposed to walk in on. Oh, hold on a second. I'll send a messenger, see if he wants you guys to meet with him." And he,
I'm just imagining
Sort of
the
leans
end of the
back.
Tell them
Mandalorian.
we're here by the mayor.
well, no, he just sort of like leans back in his chair, turns his head around, and goes, "Johnson,
Joanna!
Johnson, come over!" And like this, like teenager.
I'm going to basically
just
just
sort of like runs
clear one
up
of my
in,
ears
like,
because that was loud.
Yeah, sorry about that. But he
No,
just,
no apologies.
he just sort of like runs up and goes, "Yes, sir. Go bring word to Cole. See if he wants to meet with the party that got him his promotion." Okay. And he just sort of runs off.
Wait. Don't go yet. Wait. Tell him that we're here to help
He
from the mayor.
stops.
We're here to help with the thing that he's probably planning for.
He stops and like looks back at the guard sitting at the desk, and the guy just sort of shrugs and nods, and so Johnson goes and runs off down the
I'm
corridor.
just imagining the end of Mandalorian, where it's just like, yeah, we got any more information? Sorry, sir, he just killed the last person who interrupted him. Johnson's just gonna get murdered.
Yeah.
No. After about like a minute or two, then he runs back down. Like you could hear him coming, and like he comes around and just runs through and goes to stop and actually slides a bit on the floor, like windmills his arms and recovers his balance just before he face plants.
Boy, how old
New
are you?
recruit.
New
Yeah.
recruit. The 13, sir.
Fucking god.
Did you just call me?
Ma'am.
It's all right.
And the guy at the desk just goes, "Johnson, what did the commander say?"
I'm just gonna turn to Bellin
captain.
and just go, are you gonna make her flee as well?
And the Johnson just goes, he said they're fine. I can go see him.
Yeah, boy!
I'm not gonna
Alright.
lie, Viking. I was
Get
very,
back
very
to-
tempted. I was very, very tempted to cast. What is it I picked up purposely for stuff like this? Reduce person on Serena.
Oh god.
To just reduce her size category by one and just make her really
She's
small.
about the same size as
dwarf.
Bellin at that point. I wonder, would her voice go up as well? What the fuck?
It does now.
It does now. new house
Reduce-
rule, size changing stuff
Reduce
changes your pitch of your voice.
Reduce Bellin. He just goes, oh fuck!
See, the main issue with that is I've only just remembered the reason I took it. And that was because I wanted to take the mutation of Mount for Erland and forgot and gave him Reach instead. So I was going to ride him around the place like some sort of gold demon dog horse kind of thing.
Demon dog horse kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be his license plate.
It would just say on the back,
guards
"Bad
and-
boy."
The guardsman at the desk sort of sighs, and Johnson, just get back to organizing those papers. Yes, sir. And he runs off back into the corridor. As you heard, you're good to go see him. Take a right, go down the corridor, second room on the left. After the second right.
Listen for the shouting.
I doubt it.
Second room on the left after the second right.
We're gonna get so fucking lost. Wait, did he say second left or second right?
Because it's
He said
basically
second
you
left
go
after
in
the
front of
second
you.
right.
You go in front of you. There's a hallway running like to each side, down the length of the building, like north to south. You came in from the east side, right about here, where the main gate is.
Yeah.
And so
We walked across the street.
you turn right, go down the hallway, take another right. And then there's a set of rooms to your left, and you enter the second one. And you see that Captain the Guard, Cole, is there, as well as a couple others in the guise of lieutenant, or in the armor of lieutenants.
As we walk in, I'll go, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to barge in on the Shinies convention. Look at your armor, it gleams."
I'm just gonna slap him. just like a cuff around the back of the head for Ezra. Just like a,
Wait, quick question.
Isn't
We're
he
not
still
leaving
buzzed?
today, right?
that's yeah, yeah, he's totally still
No.
buzzed. Yeah.
Are we leaving today?
All right,
That's
he
the real
should-
question.
Should we check to see if he falls over?
I cast command on him to make him fall.
That didn't work last time.
Yeah, we can try it now.
Give me a will save, Ezra.
Oh,
Fuck. Oh,
Damn it!
Bill, and as you cast it, you just feel it like slam against a wall, and the command
Oh.
just disintegrates.
Damn.
The urge to cast offensive magics at Belhen grows and grows.
And Cole's just sort of staring, looking at you all, and just sort
like-
of like hangs his head and sighs.
Just gonna sort of like
See you again.
if I was gonna
Cole?
say,
See, your lot hasn't changed.
if Ezra's still looking at Bellin, I'm just gonna sort of lean in front of him and just click fingers. Oi, look at me.
What?
Behave.
Never.
Okay.
Now
How do
then,
you get that to work? I just thought you said a
Would
word
you
and
lot
it did
be able
whatever you told
to?
me.
Would you lot want to be involved in the planning of this?
I mean, that's kind of why we're here.
Well, the operation I
Yeah.
assume the mayor sent you over to help out with.
I would also. Could I just perhaps add a little sort of proviso here? As long as this is actually for the job with the goblins, and not, let's say, breaking up a human smuggling ring or like drugs busts.
I mean, I think we're brave.
hey, I'm
Do
fine with
that.
either, so long as we still get paid.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure that we still get paid for the first one we took, because that's, like, so far we've been paid in sort of chicken feed, and I kind of that's a nice.
We would really like some more money.
Can we just kill goblins? Ow, my toe!
The fuck?
Is that Ezra turning around and just stepping on us, or was that you?
You know what? It might
I
be.
fucking stumped it against my desk. Oh, my pinky toe.
I kind of thought it was
God.
you using reduced
Bellin.
size on his toe.
Bellin,
Oh.
with your moaning has caused my dog to come over and look very concerned. Who's a good
Pain
boy?
hurts.
How do we ever get anything done?
Because
haven't
if
really,
you
that's
actually
the
get
thing.
into combat, you turn into a death squad that can kill gods.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yet.
It's the only D&D meme. Party is a complete group of incompetents who can't open a locked door. But the
Really?
moment
You're gonna
combat
bring that up
starts-
again?
Correction, can't open an unlocked door.
It was one time.
One time,
God.
man. Come on.
Yeah. But yeah, so Cole just sort of like motions for the two lieutenants to move over closer on his side of the table. There's a map spread out across it, as well as a couple candles burning on the table to give a bit more light.
The candles are the things that are burning, right? Not the table. Okay,
Yes.
good.
This is like, we're going to plan this. What is it? I don't know.
Everything
We're
is on
definitely
fire.
sacrificing something, though.
Ink for the ink gods. Maps for the
He's
map
chanting!
gods.
He's chanting!
Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! Oh, God, he's not dead yet. Kill him faster. Help me kill him. Oh,
Help
God.
me make it faster.
That's also an issue Ezra can help
Fuck
with.
off.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cole, please continue. We've as you may have noticed, we've been on the road and cooped up for some time.
Yeah, so we're going to be sending 2 squads of guards into the forest tomorrow, about noonish. And I think that you going with them would help quite a
Should
bit.
we split the party?
We've located the last couple goblin camps that we could find, at least in the woods, and we want to go and get rid of them before they cause any real trouble.
Right. How big are these camps from your understanding?
Oh, about 10, 15 goblins each.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
most of them just straight up fled when you killed their priest, leader, whatever he was. We're still not sure.
Okay, I guess we can just. I mean, should we just all take one and you take the rest, or you take the other set, or do you want to give us some people to come with us? Like,
With 4 of your guards, we could take one of the camps while you take the rest.
yeah, how many guards do you have for this operation?
How many of them are the same caliber as Johnson?
Please don't give him
He's
on
a
us.
new recruit.
No, I
Please don't
understand.
give
that.
No, we've
I
got
mean-
2 squads of 8 that we're sending in as well.
It wasn't me trying to impugn your abilities. It was merely it looks like the place is turning itself around. It's been a bit more well organized, and it looks like you've started a bit more recruitment. So I wasn't sure whether the active guard age had dropped, because that's how you know you're getting old, when you can look at policemen and say, "Oh, you're young."
You know what? I'm going to say a future fuck off.
Wait, what?
He's gonna ready the fuck off action.
I'm going to hold my action to do what I like to say. Fuck off. Why? He's giving preemptive fucks.
Too many folks that I don't like.
Alright. So, our plan was there's 2 camps we've got. We're going to combine our forces, overwhelm one of the camps, then have a couple healers that are going to be following along behind us, patch up the men, and then we move off to deal with the second camp.
Right, and there's only like you said 20 or less.
About
15.
10 to 15 per camp.
Oh shit! I just saw. Okay. Right. Alright. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, is that goblin that we brought back alive still? Because we never interrogated him.
No, we interrogated him, but he ended up killing himself, actually.
How?
I'm more interested in how you interrogated him.
We're not sure, honestly.
Oh fuck!
Did you keep the body at the very least?
That was some lag.
Yeah, I only asked for one of those. Okay.
I know. Sorry. Yeah.
15 rolls.
Almost.
Jesus.
But
Lag.
Yes, we're not sure. We think he used some sort of magic to do it.
He was magical, but didn't use it to free himself, only to kill himself. I don't believe that for
I'm
one minute.
more curious of how you managed to interrogate
Insight
him.
check. Can I roll this move on the guy?
You don't
Yeah.
trust Cole?
No.
But yeah, I'm more curious as how they managed to interrogate a goblin.
I'm inclined to think.
Oh, the usual stuff. Threaten its life. Give it a few new cuts. That sort of thing.
But none of you speak goblin.
He spoke common.
He spoke common?
Some people
Shitty
speak
common, but he spoke common.
Oh, bad common. Gotcha.
Some of them speak that common, yeah.
He seems to be telling the truth.
That it was an accident, that whole situation is on the up.
Well, the fact that he's not entirely certain on how he killed him.
What'd you do with the body?
We got rid of
That's
it.
fair.
You didn't have anyone check?
You didn't eat it?
We burned it.
That's fair.
Great.
Goblin barbecue.
Gents. Let's be honest, gents. If a prisoner dies in custody, it's going to have been they committed suicide rather than the guards beat it to death.
I'm not saying that the guards beat him to death. I'm saying someone cast magic to kill him. Probably there's another goblin shaman. Because I don't believe for a second he wouldn't, if he had the capability of producing magic, he wouldn't have tried to flee.
Can we just go kill goblins? I'm okay with that. Please, can we just?
Can we just go stab things?
I'm fine with that.
But yes, do you want to join with the groups? Does the plan sound decent to you?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Like I said, if you want to take 4 extra men for your group, and we'll take 4 men for ours.
I don't really have the extra men to spare.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we take
to be honest,
4
we
from,
can take a majority.
if we take 4 from that group and give it to your group,
and
we make up the 4 in that group.
So we still have a group of 8. You just have a group of 12, because we're 4 of the 8 apparently.
No. The plan is to have both groups hit the same camp.
Oh, right.
We hit the camps one at a time. Because we've got less men than the goblins, but if we can overwhelm the goblins at one point...
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. Okay. As long as we get to, kill a bunch of them. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Wherever works. Let's. When are we leaving then?
Noon tomorrow, I think you said the guards were going to move.
Yes. We'll be gathering up about noon tomorrow.
Are we?
Well, we don't want to go into the... You don't want to go into the forest after goblins when it's getting dark.
You're absolutely correct. I cast command on Ezra to fall.
Isn't that your third one?
It's the third one. Last one to go.
Ezra, give me a will save.
Goddamn!
You see, the thing is, though, I am going to fall on top of Belhan.
Just as he's going down, I'm going to reach over and just reduce his size.
I'm still 6 foot, so what? I'm going down to 5 foot? That's still bigger than
No,
the
you're going
dwarf.
down to a small. No, you're going down to a small creature.
What the fuck?
Going down.
Yeah, no, reduce size reduces you by 1 size step. So
Wait, doesn't he have to cast something?
No, I was going to say you do get a save.
What is it? Will? Fortitude?
Which is fortitude. Fortitude.
What am I going against? 15?
And it's not a high DC.
What is the DC of it?
14.
14?
14.
Fuck.
Hey!
So,
Yes!
as Ezra goes to fall on Belhan, he just sort of starts shrinking and goes down to about goblin size. and he falls on Belhan,
No, I would go down to
but
dwarf size,
he's
thank you very
fairly
much.
light now. Well,
Dwarf
dwarf and
size.
goblins are Yeah, dwarves are still medium creatures.
Well,
Goblins
no,
are
because
small.
it just changes my size. It doesn't change my weight, does it?
Yes.
It
It
does.
does.
It also decreases the amount of
It's
damage your
magic.
weapons do.
It's magic.
Bullshit.
It changes size, weight,
admittedly-
all that stuff.
Instant
not able to
enemies,
speak?
you halve your height, length, and
I'm
width, and you divide your weight
Barely.
by 8.
Well, I'm 6'3",
Divide your weight by 8.
and I half my height.
So
So
you're
3
now
foot
3'1".
3'1".
and
Yeah.
I'm 225
You do,
pounds.
however, get a +2 size
1 foot,
bonus to
2 foot.
dexterity
3 foot.
Wait,
and a -2 penalty to strength.
I already have a -1, so do I get a -3 to strength?
Yep.
I'm an inch and a half
Until
taller than
you
him.
grow until you grow back to normal
Yeah,
size.
until it wears off, which isn't going to be long.
Hang on, I need to check something.
No, look at him. Sorry about
He's-
this little one.
He's the same
He's
size as you,
attractive.
Bellin.
Cool.
He's the same
I'm
height.
going
Actually,
to-
I'm an
He's an-
inch higher
I'm
than
going
him.
to cast open and close on Belhan's trousers tie.
I got a belt on.
Yeah, I cast it on that then.
So he's gonna open your.
So your trousers will fall down.
What can
You
I?
know
What can
what? I'm pretty sure that's not how it's supposed to work, but I'm gonna let it.
It says I can
me-
open pouches, boxes, chests, windows, bottles, bags, barrels, any other container and doors, as long as it doesn't exceed 30 pounds.
I don't
Okay.
think
I don't know-
trousers
I
are
don't
a
think-
container.
I don't think any of those could be technically terms you could use to describe trousers.
Oh my god.
Possibly doors, because they're a doorway to the soul. But
It's a doorway to something, all right.
Ah, damn it.
Hence why I said I'm pretty sure it's not usually supposed to be used like that, but fuck it.
I mean, if anything, you could make his fly come down, I suppose.
So
I just won't notice for the
You could, like,
entire
open-
time.
you
You
have a
know
DC
what?
of
Like, open and
13
close
to
your
beat
file.
on a will save. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
we'll
your
save it
belt
for-
has a DC
his
of
trousers.
13 to beat.
Yeah.
Should I like? What should I? What, okay,
Fuck
what
it.
should?
Roll will for me anyways, Belhan.
Will. Okay. Wow.
So you do feel like your belt coming undone, and you managed to catch it before your entire view
Then
of
I
your trousers
tighten
drop.
it more and just be like, "Oh, that was close." Not really. And then I pick him up and I go, "Oh, you're so cute."
I'm going to turn into
Heck no,
He's the
gaseous
same
form.
size as you.
He's an inch lower than me. He is still
An
smaller
inch. An inch. That doesn't have
I'm
to
not
do
a
with
fucking
weight.
dwarf baby, you pillock.
No.
Bella, do you know how
than me. Dwarf
big an
babies are
inch is?
basically his size. Yes, I know how big an inch is because I see people who are 5
How many
feet. I am-
babies
I'm
have you
usually, like,
encountered that are
6'1".
3'1"?
And people who are 5 feet tall are much
Bella,
smaller.
all you need to do to determine the size of an inch, drop your trousers and compare.
All right, look you.
Says the one with. That's only spoken because Cyber knows exactly what he's talking about. He's like, I've won this argument many times with my trousers around my own ankles.
Isn't a quarter only the size of? Yeah, the quarter's the size of an inch, right? About?
Yeah, just about. It's a little under.
Because I'm 6'1", and
Alright.
looking at people who are 5'1",
He's just looked
there
at my
is a
message.
size difference, and usually
Alright.
I can pick someone up who's like 5'1", if I'm 6'1".
alright.
That's also
All right,
what
I mean?
about
That's
Okay,
like the
well, he has
difference
to
we're
roll
going
strength.
with.
You can do that. Okay.
He doesn't have to roll
so
strength.
Bohan, as you go to pick up Ezra, your arms sort of pass through him, and he goes all wavy and like sort of gaseous.
I'm just gonna facepalm. I facepalm and bury my face in my hands. Why am I?
I look back up.
Two?
Sorry about this one. He's just a handful, you know. We have to really manage the guy. But he's useful, you know, sometimes. So, yeah. But yeah, let's go kill stuff. I think we should be ready to go. What time should we come back here and meet you?
Not near. Near the White Deer, the northeastern gatehouse. That'll be where we
I'm
leave
gonna
from.
float above the table.
What time?
At noon.
Noon it is. All right.
I'm gonna use my bucket to try and catch Ezra.
Since when have you had a fucking bucket?
I've had this bucket. I've kept this bucket for a long ass time.
Takes a bucket out of the bag.
Fuck it. So, give me a dexterity check, Siren. And Viking, give me a fucking reflex check if you don't want to be caught by the bucket.
Hang on, I need to read all this.
Oh, you get a +2 to your reflex. Or not reflex, but... No, that's only dexterity. So yeah, just dexterity. Or reflex check, rather.
Oh,
For
fuck.
you, Viking.
Hang on.
Come on,
I'm reading the fucking spell!
Actually, also that will save actually would have had +2, I believe, because it would have been
Yeah, it
from
didn't
spell-like
matter.
abilities, or +1
It didn't matter.
from spell-like
Okay,
abilities.
so what do I need to roll?
I mean,
Reflex?
0.4 though.
Yes.
Critical fail, seriously. As the bucket comes over me, I'm going to turn back to normal.
So it's just gonna hit you in
I'm
the
going
face.
to break your bucket.
No, it's gonna hit you in the
Well,
face.
no, as it goes over me, so it's already over me. So it's like over
so
my
past you,
shoulders,
basically.
and then I'm going to turn back into it and shatter the damn thing. Because it's a wooden bucket.
Viking,
If that doesn't work, I'm just going to fly out.
Well, yeah, you can fly out, but you're not insubstantial. Well, you are insubstantial. You can't turn back to solid in the middle of something else that's
Doesn't
solid.
say that I can't.
I'm saying that you can't.
The DM is telling you that be bad for you.
Actually,
Have you not seen
hang on.
any in all fiction where that is a bad idea?
Can I just point out, anybody that goes say anywhere I can't is an asshole. So at least you've got that going for you.
Ah, God.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly. Actually, I was already floating above the room. Like, I was floating, like, 8 feet off the ground. Because I said I floated above the table.
He did say that.
He did say that, and that's why I'm trying to catch him in the bucket.
Okay.
And I can fly at 10 feet per second, and I automatically fly at... I automatically succeed on any fly checks.
Yeah, but Serena did get you in the bucket.
Alright.
Come back down here.
I'm in a bucket, you fucking spanner.
I'm just gonna drag him back down with the bucket.
God damn it.
He's like a balloon now.
And let's leave now that we've properly shown her ability.
Alright.
We leave with Ezra in a bucket.
No, I've flown out of the bucket. Fuck you.
Yes, you can flow out of the bucket at this point because you are technically insubstantial. So, yeah.
I'm essentially a ghost, and I'm just going to float through the
I
door.
hope you rematerialize inside a wall.
I can go through small cracks, like the cracks in a door, for example.
And so you're just going to leave.
And float through the door.
Okay.
I'm going to go scare the shit out of Johnson.
Oh, God.
Hey, kids, want to see a dead body?
Oh, God.
I'm just gonna look at the inside of my bucket. I'm gonna say, I should probably get some clay to make this airtight.
I mean, there's still a big fucking hole at the top of it. You realize this, right?
I'm gonna make an airtight lid.
Oh, God. Alright. So, you all head out back to, what, an inn or something?
I have floated off.
I'm gonna look for a general store.
And I'm going to float through the door into where Johnson is and just go, boom.
I'm going to...
He screams like a little girl, and everyone in the building hears
Although
it.
vocal doesn't actually work for me, so he'll see the mouth move, but he won't actually hear me.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to find a fancy clothing store
You can see
or
the
a
door.
clothing store on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a place with clothes and such like that that I can sell.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
need to go and grab some more crossbow bolts and stuff.
I'm going to float
So,
outside.
yeah. Here's where I'm gonna call it.
Oh,
For the various things around town, though, we can do that between session. So just poke me about it, and we can do
how
like a
much to
little mini thing.
sell? I just want to say this out loud because I am proud I still have them. Because I did put them in the bag. How much for the 3 fancy suits I got from
How much to sell Belhen?
the house?
I forgot you managed to steal the part of his wardrobe.
Uh,
About
how much
45 gold.
each?
No, for
Total.
all.
Oh, is it? I thought you meant for Belhen.
He really ain't that fancy. Like, damn, the guy's
No,
been
the
more than
the more
45.
you look at them, they look very fancy, but they also are sort of made out of cloth and other somewhat cheap materials.
I mean, cloth is okay. All right. I'm not gonna complain. 45 gold for all of it.
Well, not cloth, but like cotton.
Right. So 45 gold for all of it.
Yes, for the
Okay.
3.
I make the sell, and I'm proud of
And
myself.
as I float back out past Jimmy, I transform back into my normal self.
I now have a look of gold. I'm becoming richer and
Alright.
richer.
But yeah, I'd like to find a general store so I can buy a crowbar and a.
She's turning into Gordon
compass.
Freeman.
And then if there's here, I would like to know if there's a sort of less than reputable dealers so I can buy a skeleton key.
You're looking for a blacksmith. Oh, not a blacksmith,
from.
black marketer.
No, not a blacksmith.
I mean, thieves
Yeah.
can't?
I was gonna say like a less than I'm looking for a less than reputable.
You're looking for the blacksmith then.
A less than reputable dealer, and you come back with half a deck of cards going, I found a dealer, just the wrong kind of dealer. And he wouldn't shut up until I paid him. Apparently, I've got several hands of poker, but
Draws a card, instantly destroys the universe.
God.
Oh,
No,
shit.
not like
Oh,
Grog's
no.
deck of many things. Draws a card, vanishes.
Oh,
Now, Grog, it's very important you don't take any of these cards. But I already have my deck of cards. I know, she's saying these things, but it doesn't make any sense. Nothing's changed. It's like it was a bag of rocks, Grog. And it's like, but you've got your deck back. But I already had it. I fucking love that interaction between Laura and Travis. And Matt.
Alright. Anyways, I'm gonna go off right now. Go grab some.
Alright.